It's a top 10 matchup in the North County to close out the regular season here in the San Diego section. Welcome in, ladies and gentlemen, tonight from El Camino High School in Oceanside, the Wildcats playing host to the Carlsbad Lancers. Jack Groen and Drew Ferris with you this evening. What a way for us to end the regular season. What do you think about this entire year for the San Diego section to come to tonight?
It's been extremely competitive in this open division, in this Avocado League. Both of these teams are really stout on both sides of the ball. They're going to be competing here tonight to finish strong in this Avocado League.
Legacy programs in the North County, and tonight they come in as top 10 teams in the ratings, top 11 in the polls.
Yeah, both two top 10 teams, both really strong on both sides of the ball, have playmakers. Carlsbad's down some playmakers tonight, so they're going to be relying on some sophomores to step up and make plays. And El Camino, they'll be looking to play better on defense and put the ball in the end zone.
We got that Avocado League finale here. Regular season coming to a close, and a great way for us to end things here tonight in the North County. The opening kick is on the way. Game Time on Your View is brought to you by Palomar Health.
Again, Grandpa.
Okay, there was once a little girl who was fearless. She protected the whole village, and she never backed down. She was my champion. And when she grew up, she joined a group of other heroes to protect the world. The world-class medical team at Palomar Health. Because they are the champions of healthcare.
Mommy!
And champions for you.
Teachers enrich their students' lives, nurture young minds, and inspire future leaders. For that, we salute you. We celebrate San Diego County's 2024-2025 Teacher of the Year nominees with Cox Presents Salute to Teachers. Learn more at salutetoteacherssd.com. Presented by San Diego County Credit Union in partnership with the San Diego County Office of Education and Cox Communications.
The stadium lights, the roar of the crowd, the heart and character displayed, and the brotherhood forged on the field. One play can shift the momentum. This is more than a game. It's Game Time High School football.
Brought to you by Palomar Health. Champions aren't created overnight. They're created through practice, determination, and dedication. Palomar Health. Champions of healthcare. Champions for you.
Tonight from Oceanside, the El Camino Wildcats are hosts as the Carlsbad Lancers come north and wrap up the regular season. Here tonight's Game Time on Your View is presented by Palomar Health. Champions aren't made overnight, they're created through practice, determination, and dedication. Palomar Health, champions of healthcare, champions for you. And supported by Easter Seals. Disability is not a dirty word. Say it, celebrate it, and share it. Help us define disability and share your story at disabilitypride.com. What a great shot here this evening. A beautiful night in the North County, Drew Ferris, as we wrap up the regular season with two legacy programs at El Camino High School here tonight.
Two top teams here in North County that have competed hard here for the Open Division. Battled really intensely through the Avocado League throughout the season. Carlsbad unfortunately lost last week against LCC. El Camino coming off a loss, I believe, against Poway last week. So both these teams looking to end the regular season off on a high note as we move into November into these playoffs.
These two teams are really battling for playoff seeding, to your point, in Division 1. San Diego has the four teams that go into the Open Division, and then the next set of teams plays the D1 playoffs, of which these two programs are very familiar, given that they're high-ranking legacy programs, big-time schools here in San Diego County. But they are playing for playoff seeding here tonight, with the winner getting a pretty good look at the D1 playoffs.
Truly, and this feels like a playoff game tonight. You know, both of these teams are pretty evenly matched. They've fought really hard this season. I know they would like to obviously get a league win here in Avocado League and then build that momentum going into playoffs. So, yes, it is definitely favorable for seeding moving forward into November ball here. A little bit chillier here tonight as we creep into that November season, but hope everyone had a great Halloween last night and should see a lot of fun fireworks here tonight.
Absolutely. 59 degrees right now. Look at these gorgeous shots in Oceanside in the North County here at El Camino High School, Herb Meyer Stadium. You're looking at the legacy name of this program that won the championships 10 times in the San Diego section, including the legendary Herb Meyer, 8 titles for this El Camino Wildcat program. And for Carlsbad, a team that's been in the Open division here for the last several years. They were in the Open semis in 2018, runners-up 3 times in the next 4 years, including missing only the COVID season, and then the Open semis again last year. They're making a run at some of the top spots in San Diego, but only 4 teams can go to the Open division. So Carlsbad's probably looking at a top seed in Division 1, one of the best at that next level.
Yeah, and Julian Sand last year obviously was a big reason why they've had so much recent success. Eli McNeil's been doing a great job, obviously, for them this season. But, yes, they've lost some firepower from last year. I know they expect to compete in the Open division every single year, but, to still have a winning record and be 6-3, looking to have a favorable seed in the playoffs moving forward is still a very great season. And if that's a down year for you, that's pretty good. So Carlsbad, great legacy, great history, great Pop Warner program leading up into this high school program. A lot of talent here. I know we talked about they're missing some key seniors tonight, so they're relying on some sophomores to step up and make plays. So guys like Kai Brown, Trenton Kellis as well, Connor Nichols, Tad Mitchell, Dylan Sims, those guys making, I believe, their varsity debut here tonight. So it'll be interesting to see those guys step up, make plays. And on El Camino side, Wasserman, the quarterback, absolute stud, Gavin Wasserman, I got to see him make his debut against Oceanside earlier this year at Oceanside, and he played outstanding, throwing a game-winning touchdown pass to Jathan Harano in that game. Really fun and exciting. So a lot of playmakers on both sides, Jack. Should be a good one to watch tonight.
Absolutely. You mentioned McNeil, the coach's son. Thad McNeil is 14th year now. The Carlsbad grad is back leading his alma mater. His son, 75% of his passes, 1,800 yards, 20 TDs on the year. But as Drew mentioned, they're without Jake Morrison, their leading rusher, who has 800 yards and 10 TDs on the season. Missing tonight's contest. For Michael Hobbs, his 2 section titles at El Camino, leading the Wildcats now. After going 7-5 a year ago, these 2 teams meeting in the Avocado League to close things out. We're coming on back to El Camino High School here as the number 7 and 8 teams in the ratings match up to close out the regular season. Game Time on Your View is presented by Palomar Health.
Fall has arrived, and with it, a chilling invitation to a spooktacular celebration. Fall Fright Fest on Your View. From classic horrors to modern-day frights, we've got something to scare the living daylights out of you. Prepare yourselves for a frightfully good time with a curated collection of films that'll leave you haunted long after the credits roll. Enjoy a spine-tingling October with Fall Fright Fest on Your View.
Murray Lampert is San Diego's leader in building quality and stylish ADUs through the ease of the design-build process.
ADUs are investments that allow you to move your family closer, provide a comfortable place for a loved one to stay in later years, or even gain income as a rental property.
The Murray Lampert design-build process is the all-inclusive, homeowner's peace of mind way to build. Our family, your home. That's the Murray Lampert experience.
One of the great programs that Your View is a sponsor and partner of here in San Diego, the County Teachers of the Year. The Cox Salute to Teachers celebration takes place every year, and it is a wonderful way to honor those who are truly giving back to the community as teachers of our young men and women, our students, our children here across San Diego County. We got a chance to catch up with the chair of the Visual and Performing Arts Department at Carlsbad High School and the director of bands for the Lancers, Peter Manzi, who is one of the honorees this year. And these are teachers that are nominated, that go through the process. They're named their district and their school, and then they're County Teachers of the Year. And it's a really cool ceremony to surprise them and to get them involved at the county-wide level. It was a great chance for us to catch up with Peter Manzi. As we said, the chair of the Visual Performing Arts Department at Carlsbad High School, the director of bands, Peter Manzi, is one of our County Teachers of the Year. An incredible honor to speak with him here tonight. Peter, congratulations to you. When you get this kind of news, obviously it's about your career and your commitment to the community and, of course, to Carlsbad. What goes through your mind?
It was a total surprise all 3 times. You don't go into teaching to be Teacher of the Year. I didn't do anything extra special, but it was really nice to just be recognized for the work I'm doing as really inspiring and motivating students.
That's what it's about, right? I mean, that's every day. To walk into work every day with those kind of expectations is pretty daunting to somebody like me. I don't know what it's like for you, but it's pretty crazy to think about.
Yeah, I always say I never wake up going, oh, I don't want to go to work. Some days I'm tired, but never that I don't want to, because the kids make my job so much fun. And to watch that transformative power of music shape and mold these students, and I get to see them for 4 years, not just one. So I really get to watch them walk in as this young freshman and leave as this confident and strong senior out into our world.
By the way, this is an infomercial for the profession, by the way, here, with the way we're listening to Peter. That's the high school experience is a unique one, obviously, given the maturation process that you just described there. It's a long period of time, it's an informative period of time, but it's a rewarding one.
Oh, absolutely. And one of the big things that I do within my classroom is the students take on leadership roles. And so by the time they get to that junior, senior level, a lot of that goes to them. If you watch us at a halftime, it's the drum majors, it's the student leaders, and I get to sit back and enjoy. But I've been able to give them the tools from freshman year and to watch those leaders before them so that they can blossom and truly take ownership. And it's just awe-inspiring to sit back and see what they can do every day.
You mentioned the leadership part of it here. That's the maturation part, too. The arts. Mm-hmm. Tell us what it means to be a part of that and how young people can be inspired by it.
Oh, absolutely. I think test studies show that students who study in the arts achieve better in the classroom, but they've really created that family and that place of belonging. And I jokingly said at the county board meeting, students come to school for the arts, not always math. And so that's that drive and that motivation, and we can use that to just push them to be better than they think they can be.
Some of us, by the way, don't really do that on the math side of things here. Absolutely. Peter, education in San Diego County, what does it mean to you to be part of the community, the entire county of 3.5 million of us who live here in San Diego? What does that mean to you?
What a great place to work. Carlsbad Unified is just fantastic, supportive of the arts. We've had a really supportive administration. I think there's always room to improve. I think through COVID, we've saw that little setback. But I can tell you, for the teachers in my district, we're working every day to bring that level back, and we see the growth, we see the improvement, and so I always just ask the parents, support those teachers in the room, support that administration. We're always there to do what we think is best. I don't think any teacher's in it to go, I'm going to bring a kid down or I'm going to make him struggle. We're really there to lift up. And so continue to trust those teachers, trust the process, and amazing things will happen.
Peter, congratulations and thank you.
So much.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
There's Peter Manzi. What an inspiration here and a great example of what teaching, education, and enrichment is all about here in San Diego County and at Carlsbad High. We say thank you to everybody out there, and to Peter we say congratulations. Here on Your View, Game Time on Your View, brought to you by Palomar Health.
Did you know 1/4 of all school bus injuries happen during boarding and exiting? Teach your kids to follow safety rules, and drivers always stop for those flashing school bus lights. Let's all make school bus safety a priority.
At Procopio, we believe in giving back to our community. We honor that commitment by supporting more than 200 nonprofit, educational, trade, and cultural organizations throughout the region. Procopio, we're a law firm committed to our clients and our community.
We're adopting dogs from local shelters, training them for post-9/11 combat veterans, and we're able to donate these trained dogs to deserving veterans in need. Shelter to Soldier is a nonprofit, and we're able to do the work that we do because of you, the community.
Brought to you by Honor Buick GMC in National City. Honor is more than just a word. It's the way we do business.
Game Time on Your View, brought to you by Palomar Health. Jack Cronin, Drew Ferris back at El Camino High School tonight. And what a matchup we have to close out the regular season to honor those who have served here at a great military community, that is Oceanside in particular, but all of San Diego County. So we say thank you, and we are ready for football here tonight. Drew, what a beautiful evening, just under 60 degrees at El Camino High School.
Gorgeous evening here at El Camino High School. Looks like they put in new turf maybe a few years ago. I haven't been here in a while. Really pops out here tonight. Yellow track. I think it's the only high school yellow track, or only yellow track in the state of California besides University of Cal Berkeley. I was going to say Cal University. But yes, anyway, back to the game here tonight. Awesome environment. Two teams looking to finish the Avocado League on a high note, entering these playoffs here in this next month.
El Camino won the toss and deferred, so it's Carlsbad who will receive first. It means Eli McNeil and the Lancer offense will be on the field for the first time. They come in 6-3 overall on the year, 2-2 in the Avocado League. El Camino is 5-4, 1-3 in league play in a very tough league that it is. LCC, that Drew and I saw that great victory, a comeback victory against Mission Hills down in Encinitas earlier this year. What a game that was. And so these teams are right at the top. There's not much separation between the Open and the D1 playoffs in all of San Diego. Only 4 teams get to go to the Open, and the other teams are right there battling D1.
And we could get another game like that here tonight, like we saw against LCC and Mission Hills. And, yeah, both of these ball clubs, I mean, they've really been battling all season, winning records here, which is tough to do in this league and in this San Diego section. So many good high school teams and competing for that Open division. So this should be a great game here tonight. Gavin Wasserman leading the way for El Camino, and Eli McNeil for Carlsbad on the other side. Two great young quarterbacks. Should be fun to watch.
Well, we're ready to tee things up tonight. El Camino and the brown jerseys for the Wildcats tonight. Up at Oceanside, and the Lancers visiting from just down the 5 in Carlsbad. And the white jerseys with the traditional purple of the Lancers here this evening. Opening kick is away. It's a bouncing short kick that will be rolling toward the out-of-bounds line and just sneaks out before the goal line. So it will be a penalty flag. It was very close toward the end there, but Carlsbad in a decent position to start this drive off.
It was close to staying in bounds, and that was, I want to say, a little risky, but it looked like it was going to take a El Camino curve back into the field of play, but went out of bounds here. So it'll be Lancer ball here on the 35-yard line.
So Eli McNeil, we mentioned the numbers coming in. 20 touchdowns on the year, 1,800 yards passing, 75% completions on the year. And all he's doing is replacing Julian Saint, who's at Ohio State right now. He's going to go to Alabama. They made the coaching change. He went to Ohio State. Top teams in the country. That's the kind of caliber quarterback that Carlsbad had a year ago when the Lancers went 10-1 last season. They're 46-6 the last 5 years. They've been in the Open division every single time since 2018. Initial handoff goes to Kai Brown, and Brown sneaking up the middle there. A little bit of a burst deep into El Camino territory. The first play from scrimmage down to the 30-yard line.
Carlsbad making it known that they're going to be running the ball tonight. Great job by Kai Brown. Just a little up and under here. Great lead block by Ramos, and he doesn't get touched till about 30 or 40 yards down the field. Just a great job by Carlsbad up front with their big boys making running lanes for these running backs.
45 yards on the very first play of the contest. Remember, Carlsbad is without their leading rusher here tonight. Jake Morrison, who's rushed for 800 yards and 10 TDs. So guys like Brown have been great. The sophomore moved up, given a chance to start here tonight with McNeil under center. And a great way to start this contest out from 45 yards. They give it to him again. Off the left side, cuts it back nicely, finds the hole down inside the 30 to the 22-yard line. A gain of 8 on first down.
And El Camino's, they need to slow this running game down. I know it's only 2 plays, but Carlsbad loves to run the football. They have 21 TDs through the air, only 4 on the ground, which is very surprising for a team that runs the ball as well as they do this season. And El Camino, they had struggles last week tackling and being more physical at the point of attack. And you can see Carlsbad just really getting after it early in this ball game, trying to establish that identity on the ground.
Angel Ramos with a great block to come back to it. The senior, now McNeil, the junior quarterback under center. They'll pitch it back to Brown. Brown off the right side. On second effort, he bursts forward. He's got the first down. The 14-yard line. It's another gain of 8 and a first down inside the 15.
Yeah, tough running here for Brown, and it's just a zone run, read to the right, just a pitch out to the right-hand side. Nothing fancy, nothing special, just trying to block these defenders and pin them inside, and it's a great job by the offensive line getting a surge and always falling forward as that running back gains positive yards.
Yeah, it's that second effort already we've seen on display here. They send it 3 wide out to the left side of the formation, including Brown, who was split out. So it's an empty backfield look for Carlsbad on first down and 10 from the 14-yard line. McNeil, the man in motion, and now a penalty flag.
I think it'll be a false start here on Carlsbad.
Oh, this is reset. So, first down and 10 from the 14. Got everything set to go with 9 minutes and 30 seconds left in the opening quarter. This is the very first drive. And Carlsbad has kept things on the ground. Same formation, Brown in the slot. 5 wide, empty backfield for the Lancers. They give it on the end around. Carlsbad down inside the 10-yard line to the 8. Keanu Schaefer, the junior, inside the 10-yard line.
And Jake Williams there on the tackle. Senior linebacker making the play. And backs against the wall right now if you're El Camino. You know, they're doing a little fly sweep here. They're really fast. They love to get on the edge. Carlsbad loves to stretch the field, running the ball. It's a great job just playing sideline to sideline there for Williams.
Alex Park, the junior, out blocking in front of the play. Second down on the way, and 5 from the 9-yard line officially. Out wide to the right of the formation is Connor Hawk, the leading receiver for this team. Top of the screen, right side of the formation for McNeil. Hawk with 6 touchdown receptions on the season, nearly 700 yards. They give the ball to Brown on the handoff. Brown down to the 6, a gain of 3. So third down and very short on the way for the Lancers as they knock at the door of the 5-yard line. The first down is due at the 4. It'll be 3rd and 2.
Nice job by Kingston Philo going in there, wrapping up, making the tackle. And if you're going to bring this running back, Kai Brown, down to the ground, and you really got to wrap up and bring your legs when you tackle because arm tackles are not going to cut it. And last week, El Camino had a tough time tackling, tough time tracking the ball, staying disciplined in their gaps. So El Camino, they'll be challenged here tonight. This is a tall glass of water for the Wildcats.
Into the backfield is Ramos, right next to the quarterback. Behind him is Kai Brown. And at the top of the screen is Hawk with his 6 touchdown receptions. McNeil comes under center. Play action, rolling away and throwing, pass is caught. Touchdown Lancers. An early strike, Rocky Cummings, the tight end, the junior, with the TD. And it's the Lancers who strike first.
And when you can run the football effectively early in this ball game, that play action will be there. And Rocky Cummings just sneaking out into the flat. Great job by Eli McNeil, selling it all. And again, just biting on that run. He was wide open in the flat. Great job by the Lancers.
21st touchdown pass of the season. And now the extra point attempt to try and make it a 7-0 contest. With the extra point on the way, it's a low snap, but it's put down nicely. The kick is up, and it is good. So Tyler adds the extra point. And it's 7-0 Lancers. The only time they threw the football was this play-action play for a touchdown. Wide open there into the end zone. After Brown carried it all the way down inside the 10-yard line, it goes for the easy TD.
And everyone flows down to the right side or their left side, and he was wide open for the touchdown. And Rocky Cummings, really nice tight end, tall, athletic, bright future for the Lancers. The pass-catching tight end. You know, tight end is a quarterback's best friend, Jack. And if you can get a tight end who can really soften the defense, find the holes in that zone, and be athletic enough to make some plays, it'll really help a quarterback like Eli McNeil develop. It'll be fun to watch their connection throughout this season and the rest, and also into next.
So the junior McNeil with the touchdown pass to the junior tight end Cummings. And it's 7-0. The Lancers receive first in this contest with the ball going out of bounds. It started at the 35. Got a 45-yard run from Kai Brown and then punched it in with Cummings. from inside the 10-yard line. So 7:24 to go in the opening quarter of play. We'll see El Camino on offense for the first time. Kick comes to about the 9-yard line. And is returned shy of the 30 by Jathan Bejarano, the senior, one of the leading receivers on the team. And so he brings it out to the 27-yard line. That's where El Camino will start.
A little scary catching it behind him there, but Bejarano just making a move, making a guy miss. Luke Keller got juked out a little bit, but you can see his shiftiness and explosiveness on that kickoff return. It'll be fun to watch him get in action tonight.
32 catches, 387 yards, 3 TDs on the year for Bejarano.
That game-winning touchdown against Oceanside. Such a clutch play going up and grabbing that football.
El Camino, they too love to run the football, and they will begin this contest as Carlsbad did with an early carry. It's Leo Bell. 10 touchdowns on the year for Bell, 433 yards rushing for the senior tailback. He gets the first carry for the Wildcats.
Yeah, Leo Bell, really strong physical runner. You see his patience there. He's really shifty. Runs a little high because he's naturally really tall, but he's really tough to bring down, and he's got great vision. It'll be fun to watch him try to carve up this Lancer defense here tonight.
Vinny Simon, the quarterback. The senior is thrown for 458 yards, 2 TDs on the year, 58% of his passes. And he works out of the shotgun. Again, gives it to Bell up the middle and across the 40-yard line to the 41. It'll be a first down for the Wildcats. Both teams with success on the ground.
Yeah, another handoff there to Leo Bell over here on the left side. And good job by both these lines of scrimmage, real physical. And the hole might not be big, right? But you got to slide in there and make the play. And you can't tackle high on Leo Bell. He's just going to drag you down. Got to go low, wrap up, and keep bringing your feet through the Lancers.
Nice line up front for El Camino. Lancers an early 7-0 lead. This is first down and 10 from the 41-yard line. Play action pass. Simon going deep. Downfield, it's caught. Down inside the 20-yard line. This one's going to the house. Touchdown, El Camino. Michael Sega, the junior.
Micah Sega getting open down the field on the sideline. There's that play action again, working for both these teams. And quarterback able to find his receiver, Micah Sega, the junior, coming up big time against the Lancers here at home on senior night. What a grab by Sega.
A 59-yard touchdown. And the Wildcats an extra point away from tying this one up here in Oceanside.
Beautifully thrown ball, placed perfectly, hitting the receiver in stride. Love to see it.
Perfectly placed from Vinny Simon. And so an extra point away from tying things up. They will now reset. Adam Spencer is the kicker, the sophomore. 5'10", 140. The left-footed attempt is on the way. It is up and good. And it's 7 apiece here in the first. So 5:54 to go. Each side has struck on their opening possession. Simon DeSega for 59 yards has tied things up. Game Time on Your View is presented by Palomar Health.
With so much pride and honor that you bring excellence every single day. Thank you for all that you do, Miss Eckstein.
I wouldn't be able to be here without such a supportive team. I want to say thank you to all of you. Thank you, much gratitude and reciprocity. Thank you so much.
All right, let's hear it for Miss Eckstein. Teacher of the year.
Game time on Your View brought to you by Palomar Health. We've got a tie ball game in the opening quarter tonight from Oceanside. The El Camino Wildcats and the Carlsbad Lancers, each offense with an early touchdown drive, and both in impressive fashion, Drew Ferris, to bring us to 5:54 remaining in the opening period, tied at 7.
El Camino answering the call early from Carlsbad, and that's really important as they equalize this ball game 7-7.
Another bouncing kick. Will this one, too, go out of bounds? It just sneaks out for the second time. That is twice now. So from the 35-yard line for the second time in a row, it's been close both times. But both have rolled just past OB. And so Carlsbad will have another start from the 35-yard line. It was Kai Brown, the sophomore, who came up big for that opening drive.
Yeah, Kai Brown got a bright future here for the Lancers. Really tough running back. Only a sophomore coming in and taking that first drive and not getting in the end zone, but we should see him in the end zone at some point here tonight. Maybe a few times.
The way he ran that offense. A quick substitution on an equipment issue, so El Camino will make the change. Brown is in the backfield with McNeil. And 4 wide for the Lancers. It was Rocky Cummings who got the touchdown reception, the tight end earlier. Easter goes in motion. Handoff to Brown. Good misdirection as Brown, with a flag coming in, stays on his feet and gets out toward midfield. This is going to be an added face mask call perhaps at the end of the run as he already picks up the first down. We'll see what the penalty flag is all about as it makes it to about the 47-yard line for a gain of 12 pending the penalty.
Really tough running there. Yes, face mask call against El Camino. Again, it's just like a power run formation on the left side, and keep running until you stop it, right? I mean, they've only had to throw the ball one time for that touchdown, but again, it's just that fake fly sweep. 77 comes along around on the left side, and yeah, number 4 for El Camino, Jake Williams, grabs that face mask, tacking on some more yardage.
So they add the penalty on afterward, and the football will be spotted at the 38. First down and 10, Carlsbad in Wildcat territory. With Brown again in the backfield, McNeil under center. Already with the touchdown pass, his 21st on the season. Delayed handoff. Brown up the middle again across the 30. Dives forward to the 27-yard line. Another first down for the Lancers.
And this offensive line for Carlsbad is really making all the difference here tonight. They're so physical up front. You can just see number 70 pulls around, and great job by Ramos blocking in the hole there. And he's not getting touched until about 5 or 6 or 7 yards down the field. And that's a testament to these big boys up front.
Heck of a job blocking in front of Brown, creating the space for him. Now Ramos comes in as well. 2 wide, including Connor Hawk, the leading receiver, to the top of the screen, right side of the formation for McNeil. Handoff again to Brown, bouncing it to the outside. And now coming back in, down to the 21-yard line. It's a gain of 6 on first down. 4:22 to go in the opening quarter as Kai Brown gets the carry again.
Timmy Livingston pulling from the left side, going around there on the right side. And again, they're sticking to this ground game, and why not? They're having really great success running the ball here. And Ramos gets a block up front. Livingston leading the charge there, trying to always fall forward. Great job by Carlsbad, just continuing this momentum.
Brown's in the backfield this time. McNeil's going to work out of the shotgun with 4 wide, 2 to each side. On second down and 4 from the 21-yard line. Play action. McNeil rolling, firing again. Picked off. Intercepted right near the goal line. And El Camino takes it away just as Carlsbad was trying to go in for a second time here tonight. El Camino with the interception. And the Wildcats will have a chance at their first lead of this one, preventing the Lancers from getting into the end zone.
Big time turnover there by Fasua. Again, they play action. McNeil on the scramble, steps up in the pocket, and I don't think he even saw Fasua in the backfield there. It's a great job by El Camino disguising their coverage. coming up with a big-time turnover here, stopping this Carlsbad offense from possibly scoring here as they were approaching the red zone.
So they scored on a 59-yard touchdown last time out. See what the Wildcats do here. Leo Bell is the tailback with his 10 touchdowns on the year. Kingston TT is in the backfield. And he'll get the carry, the fullback. Out across the 20 and bowls his way forward out to the 27-yard line. A first down for Fa'atiti, the senior, knocking on the door of 500 yards, rushing a couple of touchdowns this year.
Kingston Fa'atiti, really tough to bring down. I mean, they have the Leo Bell has the lightning, but here comes the thunder. Kingston Fa'atiti just lowering his shoulder, falling forward, getting first down yardage. He's going to be really tough to bring down here for the Lancers.
Both in the backfield now. It is Bell who gets the carry. And Carlsbad does a nice job of swarming to the football. Just a 1-yard gain. 2nd down and 9 on the way. Less than 3 to play in the opening quarter tonight in Oceanside.
Sticking to the ground game as both of these teams, and rightfully so. I mean, these teams are really strong up front. Their identity is running the football. Everything else, I don't want to say secondary, but it stems from that. It stems from the run game, right? You can establish the run, it really opens up the pass. And both of these teams run similar styles of offenses regarding the run game.
And you saw it on the very first drive, as you mentioned already. Each team scoring on a play-action pass to begin this contest. It is Bell again around the left side. Happy to give him 1 or 2 as they keep the ground game outside toward the boundary. For Carlsbad, it's going to be 3rd down and long.
Yeah, both of these teams are pretty equal here tonight. I mean, Carlsbad has done a great job running the ball. It's the difference in the game right now is that turnover. But you see here, Leo Bell just really shifty, making guys miss, really patient. And that's what I love about his game. He's really patient back there, has great vision, and knows really when to turn it up and make big plays.
Tad Mitchell pushing him out of bounds. So now it's 3rd down and 6. Simon rolling away, incomplete. Batted down. What a play for Carlsbad to get in there defensively and prevent what could have been a first down conversion.
Yeah, Ethan Meyerhoff making the play there for Carlsbad, getting in there, knocking the ball out. Great timing. Again, Simon with the play action, rolling to his right. Accurate throw, but being there on time, not being there early and getting good penalties. Big time play by Meyerhoff.
Timing is correct, and so 4th down, they force the punt after the interception. Punt is away. End-over-end kick that Carlsbad will let fall inside the 40 and down to the 39-yard line. So no damage from the interception given up by the Lancers as their defense holds and forces the 3-and-out.
Carlsbad with the ball back, so that turnover didn't really affect them too much other than losing a possession there. But Carlsbad, obviously they're running the ball really well, but there's a couple guys tonight we haven't called that they love to get the ball to. Connor Hawk has yet to get the ball tonight. Number 3, big-time playmaker for them. Had a great game against La Costa Canyon last week. Looked for him to get some opportunities here as we dwindle down in this first quarter.
Hawk is at the bottom of the screen this time. One of 2 receivers split out wide to the left side of the formation for Eli McNeil. He's already thrown a touchdown and an interception in this game. Hand off to Brown, the sophomore. Takes it down to the 41. It's a gain of 2 on first down. 2nd and 8 on the way. Brown had a 45-yarder to start this game. And he's carried much of the offense so far called in tonight.
Yeah, he's building up a sweat here early. But, again, it's that pull around to the left side, and Ramos getting a nice block. And Williams making a great tackle here. Just stymied that run play there. But these guards, I'll tell you, for Carlsbad, pulling around on both sides. You have Livingston and Noah Seferendi. They're getting their cardio tonight, Jack, pulling on both sides of the ball.
So 4 wide. Inside a minute left in the opening quarter on 2nd down and 8. Delayed handoff to Brown. And Brown will take it to the 43-yard line. So another gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 6. It was delayed that time, a long developing play.
It was, and they like to bring that fly sweep in motion just to show it, right? You show it on tape early in the game, and eventually they'll they'll get it out there to Ashton East, or to Meyerhoff, excuse me, on that pitch. But a lot of playmakers here tonight for Carlsbad. We've seen a lot of Kai Brown early here tonight, but expect them to open up the playbook if they're going to want to run away with this one.
We have reached the end of the first quarter, tied at 7. Each side's defense has come up with a big play so far after their offenses both scored on the opening possession. We're coming on back to Oceanside, 7 apiece. Game Time on Your View is brought to you by Palomar Health.
Disability is not a dirty word.
It takes a lot to be able to get to the pride part of disability because we live in an ableist society.
There are millions of people like me. They are overlooked and underestimated.
I have a mind, I have a heart, I have a passion.
It's who I am, whether I'm sitting or standing.
If I didn't have the disability, I wouldn't be the person that I am today.
Say disability.
With pride.
San Diego is a special place, and Saquon takes tremendous pride in working with so many across the region to help build a stronger community. From high-profile partners and vital organizations who always extend a helping hand to key civic groups that enrich our lives, Saquon supports all aspects of the community and proudly partners with so many important organizations and landmark institutions. Because if it's important to San Diegans, it's important to Saquon.
On Locally 101, we highlight the best that California has to offer. Join us for the adventure. Meet interesting people. Discover new places to visit and things to do. All on Locally 101. Brought to you by Cable Pipe and Leak. Since 1976, the company contractors trust for underground leak detection and utility locating. Visit cpldetection.com.
We say congratulations to the University of San Diego. Proud to be celebrating their 75th anniversary. USD is now accepting applications. You can learn more about USD life as a Torero and how they're leading with love and lighting the way forward. Visit sandiego.edu/become a Torero. Well, San Diego represented pretty well at the high school and college level. And tonight we got a good one in the North County. From El Camino High and Oceanside, the Carlsbad Lancers and the El Camino Wildcats tied at 7. Jack Cronin, Drew Ferris with you tonight. Pretty good first quarter of play on both sides of the football.
Yeah, really good first quarter of play. A lot of on the ground, run game for both these teams, but we saw that great play action by Vinny Simon to Micah Sega. Beautifully thrown ball there by Vinny Simon down the sideline to Micah Sega for the touchdown to equalize this ball game. But El Camino forcing that turnover deep in their own territory, so they're definitely not out of this one by any means. It's 7-7, but Carlsbad has had a commanding lead or commanding offensive drive here when they've had the ball. So I know they're going to be charging on here, looking to score more points.
Yeah, a touchdown already, and then an interception is the only thing that prevented them at the goal line from getting in for a second time. That's been the biggest play for the El Camino defense. An interception in the red zone. They set up the screen here to Brown. And Brown will be taken down for a loss of the play on third down. Back to the 43-yard line. So it's a punting situation for Carlsbad. As the Lancers set up the screen, tipped into the air, and then broken up by the Wildcats.
Yeah, sniffed out really well by Kingston Philo. Micah Sega shutting that down early. Momentum here looks like it's going to be towards El Camino as they look to get the ball back.
Both teams scored on their opening possession. Then on the third touch combined between the two sides, Carlsbad drove to the goal line only to have the ball intercepted. And since then, there's been 2 punts. So both defenses have adjusted in this second quarter. 11-13 to go before the half. That ball bounces on the turf and is nearly blocked. Punt is away. And the kick is off inside the 20 to the 18. Winds up being a great kick for Carlsbad that was nearly blocked. They wound up getting it away, and Tyler gets it inside the 18.
Very fortunate to get that ball off for Carlsbad, and took a very favorable Lancer bounce there for El Camino to take over just inside the 20-yard line. But I think El Camino obviously continue to pound the rock on the ground. You have 2 great running backs there. take another look at this punt play. But Vinny Simon, he's got an arm here. I'm sure they're going to want to explore that here tonight.
So they pitch it back. Bell gets the first look. Bell around the outside does get positive yards. It'll be a 2-yard gain to the 20 after initially being stopped. Winds up with positive yardage on first down.
Way to turn something into nothing there. He looked like he was dead in the water, 5 or 6 yards in the backfield, and just a little option play. And again, there's that patience and that physicality. Stiff arm, a couple defenders, gets around the edge. He's so dangerous. Just when you think you have him, just when you think you got him wrapped up, he's so elusive. Gets a 1-yard gain here for El Camino.
A little triple option look there with Kingston Faatiti at fullback, and then Vinny Simon, the quarterback, pitching it to Bell. This time a more traditional look to Bell, who has to back it up again, but this time he's stopped all the way back at the 15-yard line.
Rocky Cummings with the tackle, the junior tight end defensive end. He's so athletic and so fast. Couldn't run around him, but Leo Bell looks like he had a hole up the middle, but just didn't want to bounce it outside. And Rocky Cummings, great job being physical, shutting that down.
Trying to bounce it to the outside. It will be a loss on the play, so it's 3rd and 11 for El Camino from their own 17-yard line. 10 minutes to play in the half. Tied at 7 for Vinny Simon and the Wildcats. A team that runs the ball so well, and they have to throw here on 3rd and long. Simon, pressure, down he goes. Into the backfield. Cummings was there again for Carlsbad, joined by Sean Cranford, who's got 8.5 sacks on the season, the junior, and they knock him down.
Cranford making a great play in the backfield, but it looked like there was confusion there. Simon thought his running back was going to step up to his left. Didn't find anyone downfield. Holding on to the ball too long there, and Cranford took advantage. So when you get deep in the down and distance, right, when you get behind the chains, if you're El Camino against this team, it's really tough when you're one-dimensional like that. You have to win on 1st and 2nd down.
Even if Cranford only gets credit for a half stack, he's still got 9 on the season. Incredible year. Picked up by Hawk. And Hawk will take it down inside the 20. Had momentum. And so it's only going to be a net gain of about 7 yards for El Camino on the punt.
Connor Hawk, great awareness there, fielding the ball and getting yardage. And yeah, when you only swing the ball 7 yards, I mean, that's definitely not what you want if you're the Wildcats. But Carlsbad taking over with favorable field position.
Connor Hawk finding room in front of him. Nobody was put themselves between him and the goal line. And so he gets a nice return on special teams, even though there's a penalty here.
Yeah, you
can see him
position. You can see him pointing at the ball. He's saying poison, 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 which means stay away from the football. Nobody touch it. It took a favorable bounce right into his lap, so he took advantage of it. Not sure what the penalty was for, but brought back here to the 35-yard line.
So it'll be 1st and 10 for Carlsbad. Still great field position after the Hawk return. McNeil and Kai Brown into the backfield. Koa Owen, the senior, split out. 3 wide to the left side of the formation. McNeil's going to keep it himself here with Brown out in front blocking, but everybody missed. Jake Williams, the leading tackler for El Camino. Williams has had himself a heck of a year. That's his 123rd tackle.
I believe it, Jack. I mean, he's all over the field here. And you better locate number 4 on the football field. And Kai Brown, he just overran Williams and whiffed on him a little bit. And Williams went underneath and made that play. And that's something to learn for the young sophomore running back is you have to stay patient when you're running up and blocking somebody. It's inside-out leverage, and he just over-pursued him, and Jake Williams made him pay.
Williams, the Wildcat leading tackler. Still positive yards of 2, 8 to go on 2nd down. High formation, handoff to Brown. And Brown with a nice first step, gets inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. A gain of 4 and 3rd and medium. Will be the distance for Carlsbad as they drive with 8 minutes left to go in the 2nd quarter, tied at 7.
Looks like we have a Lancer down here. He's got Ramos on the ground for the Lancers.
Angel Ramos is a big part of this team. Very versatile player. And good in the ground game as well. They've used him as a fullback, a running back. He's went down for Carlsbad here. He was the lead blocker on this play.
I think his legs just get caught up, or maybe have the wind knocked out of him or something like that.
Yeah, he was trying to block and his opponent went low.
Shoulder, it looks like. Maybe he already has an injured left shoulder there. You can see it's already wrapped up underneath. And they love to do that counter play, Jack. You can see him on that replay. He steps to the right, has a guard and tackle pull over to the left. He gets the defense flowing one way. Kind of like to tap on your shoulder while they steal from your pocket. You know what I mean?
So 3rd down and 4 is the tally for the Lancers. We're tied at 7 here. Carlsbad got great field position on a short punt. 3rd and 4 from the 29. Clock moves again. Empty backfield, 5 wide. Brown, the sophomore tailback, is in the slot closest to McNeil. Looking to set things up. They pass complete to the wide receiver screen. It's Alex Park who gets the catch, and Park gets the first down to the 21-yard line, a gain of 8.
I love that play call, and they just spread everybody out for El Camino, and obviously the receivers are 5 wide there, but just a nice wide receiver screen underneath. El Camino's really aggressive getting upfield, and they love to blitz. Jake Williams there making the tackle, so Park with a nice pitch and catch there for the first down.
1st and 10 from the 21-yard line. McNeil and Brown in the backfield. 4 wide for Carlsbad. 7 minutes to play before halftime, tied at 7. Send a man back in motion on play action now. McNeil to throw. Going deep for the end zone. Caught. Touchdown, Lancers. The 2nd time tonight, and this one goes to Park, who gets into the end zone from 21.
Alex Park wide open in the back of the end zone. Looks like a gap on the coverage there by El Camino. But 2nd time we've called his name tonight. 2 for 2 with a touchdown for Alex Park. Finding his way in the end zone.
The junior with a great play in traffic on the previous snap, and then here he beats everybody into the end zone for the score. So 13-7. With the extra point on the way, it is up and it is good. 14-7, Carlsbad. The Lancers had the punt last time around, but took advantage of a short field on special teams. McNeil to Park in the back of the end zone, beating everybody. And it's a touchdown advantage for the Lancers. Game Time on Your View is presented by Palomar Health.
All right. I have the distinct honor and privilege of announcing that you are one of our 5 county teachers of the year. Congratulations.
We appreciate you. You're an amazing teacher. This is a well-deserved award.
Thank you so much, Mr. Barnes. Thank you. That's amazing. This is really, really special, so thank you. And you're the reason I do this, and why I'm still in the classroom, and I know you do a great job, but like this is where I need to be with you all still, and it means the world, and the work we do is so important that any kid knows they can do calculus. Thank you all so much. Awesome. Amazing. Thank you. Yes.
Pair of touchdown passes tonight for Eli McNeil. This time to Alex Park to get into the end zone after the play earlier to Rocky Cummings. Carlsbad has run the football well, with Kai Brown stepping into the starting role tonight. And McNeil has thrown for 2 touchdowns. They lead at 14-7 with 6:55 to go in the second quarter. Jack Ronan, Drew Ferris with you tonight in Oceanside from El Camino High. The Wildcats get the football back. It was a special teams play that gave the Lancers the short field on the previous possession. This one will go into the end zone for a touchback. And so the Wildcats now are trailing A team that tries to keep the ball on the ground a bit before they hit that big play through the air. The last drive stalled out.
They lost on first and second down, right? And that is the big key for El Camino. They have to win on first and second down if they want to have third and manageable. If they made themselves really one-dimensional on third and long, and that's not their strength, is third and long. They need to be in third and short or getting first down yardage on the first couple plays of their drives.
It's Kingston Fa'atiti who is in the backfield now with Vinny Simon. Simon, the senior quarterback, threw his third touchdown earlier in this game. Low snap, waiting on the pump fake. This one is complete over the middle to Micah Sega, who caught the TD earlier, and Sega gets out to midfield.
Great job by Micah Sega and Vinny Simon. I thought that ball was going to be a little late. They set up a wide receiver stack out to the bottom of the screen on the left side and just creating space for Micah Sega, finding ways to get him the ball in open space and letting him do the rest. Vinny Simon, fake handoff, does a little clutch there, but that ball is just thrown so perfectly and so accurately where only his guy could get it. Just a great job allowing him to make a play.
Now you're always worried on the double clutch, right? But that was a perfectly thrown ball on that second effort that got out past midfield. Here is Fa'atiti now, who gets it inside the 45 to the 44.
Yeah, it's not easy to bring down Fa'atiti there. Someone threw him down there, but yes, that's the type of explosiveness that they can show on the offensive side of the ball. They really do have a bunch of playmakers. Bajarano, Sega and company, Bell, they have guys that can make plays. They just have got to get them in open space here tonight.
Fa'atiti remains the tailback. They double stack, one to each side, two receivers wide, each side of the formation. Fa'atiti stepping through and making it down to the 43-yard line. So it's a gain of 2. It'll be third and short. 3rd and 4 for El Camino.
Nathan Allen getting in on the tackle there and late, but you see some of the linebackers and D linemen getting after it here for Carlsbad, and that's what it's going to take to bring down these running backs here for El Camino, is just gang tackling for these Lancers.
Same formation, 2 wide receivers stacked to each side. Play action to Fa'atiti, now out to Bejarano on the wide receiver look, and Bejarano gets an early block and a first down for the Wildcats.
That was a great job blocking there by the wide receiver, Anthony Sega, I believe. Another Sega out there making blocks, making plays, and that ball thrown on time. And just they love to get that one-on-one, that isolation out wide in space for their playmakers.
Jathan Bejarano with the reception, Anthony Sega with the block. Now 4 wide again for El Camino with 3 to the right side. 5 minutes left to go in the half. Handoff to Fa'atiti. And down to the 31-yard line. So another gain of 2. It'll be second down and long for the Wildcats.
Matai Tapuloa, the right guard there, pulled over to the left. Lead block there for Fa'atiti, and it's a whole lot of man there trying to move the rock. So it's great physical running and blocking here by El Camino.
Going deep for the end zone. Incomplete. Micah Sega, the intended target, looking for his second connection of the night. Incomplete. Nice coverage by Tad Mitchell for Carlsbad.
Tad Mitchell, I think he got away with a little bit of a hold or grab there on Masega on his left hip with his left hand. I thought I saw that here on the replay, but Vinny Simon throws the ball up, and right there you see a little, I think maybe a little bit of a grab, slowed him down a little bit, but hey, we'll see. Let the boys play, Jack.
Third down now and 8 from the 31. 4:27 to play in the half. Simon looks short, goes over the middle, it's intercepted. It's picked off with plenty of room to run. Carlsbad takes it away. This one goes down inside the 30.
Manoa Matakuli makes the play, and they were trying to set up a wide receiver screen underneath. They fake it out to the left. You can see Vinny Simon. He looks left, looks like he's going to throw a pump fake there, and then throws underneath, and he does not see the linebacker. I believe that's Dylan Sims, middle linebacker freshman or sophomore, I believe, young guy, making the play. The great read by the linebacker there, just realizing that he's going to come back underneath, and Vinny Simon just doesn't see him at all. Makes the play. Great job by Carlsbad.
So each team has an interception in the red zone so far tonight. And now Carlsbad in business from the 28-yard line of the Wildcats. They set up the wide receiver screen. Pitch to the near side, and Owen. Owen breaks a tackle down inside the 20-yard line and down to the 19. Koa Owen.
Jake Williams on that tackle again, playing sideline to sideline with a vicious hit on the Lancer ball carrier there and on Owen. And he's having a great night here tonight. You can see just pass behind the line of scrimmage. That's a rhythm and timing play. Great block by Alex Park there. And Connor Hawk down the field making plays. And it's good tough running there by Owen.
Well, you're right. Hit from Williams at the end there. Always dangerous. What a great player. 123 stops on the season. Now an I formation behind McNeil. Second down and short. Handoff to Brown, who's got the first down for Carlsbad. Great second effort to the 15-yard line. It's a gain of 4 on first down.
And they're always going to have that in their back pocket, going back to Kai Brown running the ball. And I believe he's going to have to seal this game late for the Lancers if they have the lead here. But it's great, tough sledding there. Falling forward. Tough physical running here by Kai Brown. He's a bright future here for the Lancers.
Still on the 15-yard line. Brown will be the one in the backfield. Connor Hawk with a great return on special teams earlier in the game in the slot to the right side of the formation. And now a timeout for El Camino, their first. So 2:48 remaining in the half. The first timeout for El Camino with the Lancers leading at 14-7 here in the second quarter. 2:48 to play in Oceanside. A 1 touchdown advantage and driving for more off of the interception.
2 interceptions for Carlsbad. Actually, 2 interceptions in this ball game. Carlsbad threw a pick. See El Camino throwing a pick. Right, so turnovers being a factor here in this ball game, and it's a close one here tonight. But El Camino, their backs are against the wall. Carlsbad is moving the ball nicely here on the ground, getting the ball in the flat to Owen there for a quick pitch and catch. So El Camino, they have to be ready for anything. Last touchdown was Alex Park there for the, over the middle in the end zone. So they're doing a great job balancing this offense out.
This is the last time down for Carlsbad. 2 possessions ago, they have the interception right near the goal line. But then again, on the other side, their defense does the very same thing.
Great job reading the quarterback's eyes there.
And off to Brown, left side. Brown still going. Boy, not taking down an initial contact all the way to the 6-yard line.
Hitting is not going to get it done, right? And too many times in maybe college or even professional football, you see a lot of guys coming up making a hit. Well, let me tell you something, guys. It's not about making a hit, it's about making a tackle.
Second down and 1. Handoff to Brown again, and he has the first down, diving forward to the 3-yard line. It'll be first and goal for the Lancers.
Tough running there. You can see he's cut up on his left arm. Sky Brown, and good blocking up front for Carlsbad, and El Camino fighting hard too. I mean, this is a hard-nosed football game for both these teams, and big North County matchup. Both these teams are really familiar with each other, playing in the Avocado League, playing against each other in the Pop Warner ranks. It's a big night tonight for these seniors.
First and goal from the 3-yard line. McNeil coming under center. Hand off to Brown, pushing his way forward, he's in! Touchdown, Kai Brown! And after carrying the load early in the game, rewarded with a burst into the end zone. It's 20-7 with the extra point coming.
Just a power I formation there for Carlsbad. Pulling their guard, Noah Safarendi, from the right side to the left. They've been pulling their guards all night. Just power running football there. And Kai Brown takes it in and does the rest.
20-7 with the extra point on the way. 1:46 to go in the second quarter, but the Lancers pulling away in this one, using the short field off a special teams mistake and then the interception to score their last 2 touchdowns. The kick is good. It is 21-7 with 1:46 to go in the second quarter.
And that turnover there has been the difference in this ball game for the Wildcats. And field position, turnovers, penalties, those are all things in high school football that you see really affect the outcome there. But Kai Brown just falling forward there, getting the touchdown, and he's hyped tonight. Sophomore making his debut here on varsity, making a splash here late in the season.
Another great run. I mean, the initial contact does not even phase him. And he gets into the end zone. Nice block up in front by Ryan Hoyle, the junior, as well. But yeah, I mean, it's for Brown, it's that second effort, third effort, fourth effort that keep him going.
It really is. And, I mean, the sign of a great running back is somebody who doesn't go down on first contact, right? A big stat that scouts nowadays are keeping track of is yards after contact, contact balance, right? That's a term you hear all the time now in football, contact balance, right? And when you have a guy who has a really good center of gravity, really strong lower body, just packs a punch, he's a perfect running back. Kai Brown making a splash here tonight for the Lancers.
21-7. With a 2-touchdown advantage for Carlsbad, they'll kick it away. It'll bounce to the 5-yard line. The return for the Wildcats. And out across the 30-yard line. Still going, Caden Coleman out toward midfield. The freshman Coleman on the return.
Coleman really shifty, really athletic for these Wildcats, and he has a bright future here for El Camino, making a big, much-needed play on special teams to get the momentum back and get this belief going for the Wildcats.
You have 1:39 and 2 timeouts to try and get into field goal or to get into the end zone range here, and this bounces right to him. Coleman bringing it out to near midfield.
Yeah, Coleman, great vision, great patience there, and you can see his burst of speed, and had a nice block on the kicker, but this kicker makes somewhat of a shoestring tackle there. But it's a great job getting near midfield and getting this offense going. Looks like there was a penalty on the play. This one's coming back.
Disappointing for the Wildcats given how good that return was. But if you're the kicker, by the way, you just got to get in the way. Just get in the way.
And don't get hurt.
Don't get hurt.
That's the big thing. I mean, You've seen kickers nowadays in college and professional levels. I mean, busting shoulders and got to be careful.
So after the penalty, it's all the way back inside the 15-yard line. And this carry goes to Bell. And we'll take it out to the 21. It's a gain of 7 on first down, but the clock is moving for El Camino with 2 timeouts, down 2 touchdowns in the second quarter.
And El Camino, they need to put something on the board here to keep up with these Lancers before halftime. I mean, running into Leo Bell for 7 yards is great, but the clock is against you. You're deep in your own territory. You got to make something shake here before half.
21-7. Vinny Simon, who threw a 59-yard touchdown pass earlier, pumping once now and going deep again for Bejarano, incomplete. Down toward midfield.
And Carlsbad was not fooled on that wide receiver flash screen at the bottom, flash wide receiver screen to the bottom of your screen that you saw there. I think Sega was down there, and then they put Bejarano deep, and Carlsbad was ready for it. Great discipline, great job by the coaching staff, letting their players know don't bite on that short game here, especially when they're deep in their own territory.
So Bejarano, the intended target. 3rd down and 3 for the Wildcats. Titu's in the backfield. Play action to him. Simon going deep to the far side, this time incomplete. Trying to find the freshman Coleman with that great return called back. Now to be 3rd down for the Wildcats. 4th and 3. And they'll have to punt.
That was a great throw by Simon there, and Coleman just couldn't quite find it and get underneath it, but putting air under the ball, and he just kind of just couldn't quite get his hands on it, just off his fingernails there. But I'm really impressed with Simon tonight. He's made some really nice throws here for the Wildcats. Great quarterback for this team.
Owen and Hawk back deep to receive. Kick is away. Bounce near midfield. Owen instead will let it go, and it rolls to the 40, down to the 38. So that's where the Lancers will take back over, 21-7. Both teams with 2 timeouts, and a 2-touchdown lead for the Lancers.
if you're the Lancers here, I mean, it's really easy to maybe call a couple run plays, take a knee, go up by 2 scores at halftime. But, it's also would be pretty nice if you're up 3 scores before halftime. So I wouldn't be surprised if these Lancers get aggressive here. They've had so many playmakers on their offense. They've been moving the ball really well tonight. This would be great practice as well for Eli McNeil just to work the 2-minute drill, right? Work the sidelines a little bit. I think they have a few timeouts. Well, they're not going to do that, Jack. They're going to take a knee.
Yep, that's right. Hey, you have 2-touchdown advantage.
They're going to take it.
They will take it into the break, and that will do it. So 21-7 at the half. Carlsbad is in front on the road in Oceanside tonight against the Wildcats of El Camino. We are coming on back for halftime coverage as the Lancers find 2 touchdown passes from Eli McNeil. Lead at 21-7. Game time on Your View is brought to you by Palomar Health.
Sometimes people create their own perceptions of what I can and can't do.
There are millions of people like me. They are overlooked and underestimated.
It's my thing to feel. I don't want someone else to tell me how I should feel.
People made me have different views on it, but I learned my version of autism and I embraced that.
It takes a lot to be able to get to the pride part of disability because we live in an ableist society.
It doesn't matter the disability that you have. You have to love it and you have to love yourself.
It took me a while to understand that I'm one of a kind.
I have a mind, I have a heart, I have a passion.
I'm very proud to be myself.
Unique.
Lovable.
Awesome.
Kind.
It's who I am, sitting or standing.
Disability pride matters to me.
Say disability.
Say disability.
Say disability.
With pride.
With pride. Say disability.
With pride.
MyBox is the only locally owned portable storage company servicing San Diego County. We provide containers in multiple sizes, 8x8, 8x16, and 8x20.
We're out of Poway. We do on-site storage that can be delivered right to your home or business or really wherever you need portable storage. We've started in 2017 and moved into now a couple other service lines, including ice cold storage and mobile offices. So we're perfect for doing your full service events and also restaurants that may be down on equipment. They can hire us to do on-site refrigeration. MyBox of San Diego is available 24/7 by phone, text, and website. You can even get a hold of us through our social media networks as well too. Typically, we can get your container out same day, even within a couple hours. We can have it there ready on your driveway. So if you need it dry or if you need it cold, MyBox of San Diego and Ice Cold Storage has the right solution for your needs.
Tell me the story again, Grandpa.
Okay, there was once a little girl who was fearless. She protected the whole village, and she never backed down. She was my champion. And when she grew up, she joined a group of other heroes to protect the world. The world-class medical team at Palomar Health. Because they are the champions of healthcare.
Mommy!
And champions for you.
A beautiful night in the North County in San Diego. From Oceanside and El Camino High, the hometown Wildcats on senior night, their final game of the regular season, trailing Carlsbad, the Lancers, with the lead 21-7. Eli McNeil, 2 touchdown passes. Kai Brown with a touchdown run, and the Lancers lead it by 2 scores here at the break. Education lays the foundation for progress, and teachers are the brilliant minds designing our future. They ignite curiosity, mentor, and empower students to aim high and realize their dreams. Cox Salute to Teachers celebrates the 2024-25 San Diego County Teachers of the Year. And one of those 5 teachers was from Carlsbad High School, the Carlsbad Unified School District, Peter Manzi. His 17-plus year career in teaching, he's witnessed incredible growth. Students turning young freshmen into confident leaders as they graduate. We say thank you. We honor Peter Manzi of Carlsbad High.
My name is Peter Manzi. I'm the Director of Bands at Carlsbad High School, where I teach the wind ensemble, concert band, percussion, and AP music theory programs. Music has always been a part of my life. I started piano at 5 and in church choirs and got my start in band in 5th grade. And I just knew I had to do something with music. Long tone, ready?
He obviously has a love for music, but I would say he has an even deeper love for his students and teaching music to his students. So it's really cool, to see him pass down the gift that he has of music and teach that to his students in a way that is different from every other teacher that I've had.
Some of the significant awards that Peter wins, drumline competitions, band competitions, and he's always like, oh, we got first place, oh, we got third place. He's always at the top of those levels. He wins, and in the years that he's done just okay, he's just as proud of his students. If they got a first place or they got a third place, he is happy about the work that they did. And as a student, I know that would feel really good for your teacher to feel proud of you for the work that you did.
Here, and this starts the second. The second I need 5 bars. I always had that care and want to provide for others, and so I love being able to use the power of music to inspire, motivate, and teach students.
I think 2 years ago we performed a piece called Angels in Architecture. The ending is just this huge chorale of like an opera singer with organ and the entire band playing, and every time I think back I get goosebumps. That's probably one of my favorite memories.
Music has such a transformative power to it that allows the student to grow without even realizing.
I'm elated and so excited for Mr. Manzi. It couldn't go to a better person. He is extraordinary.
As he's seen me grow into the person that I am, I've seen him grow as well as a teacher. And so I just really appreciate all that he's done for the program and just for the students that he comes in contact with.
It's just such a great place to work and be, and I'm so excited to continue to represent our program, our school, our district, and now our county and the great things that are going on. So thank you, everybody, for supporting me, supporting our program, and I'm just so excited and thankful for this recognition.
Awesome.
Good morning, CPL.
Cable Pipe and Leak Detection has been in business since 1976. We locate underground utilities and water leaks. We work with homeowners, we work with businesses, we work with architects, contractors, electricians, plumbers.
I've been working for this company for 16 years. It's a family-owned company, which means a lot because the owners, they care about the employees.
As we've grown, you become more thankful, I think, for what you've got, and I think we're now in that process where we want to give back a little bit more.
It's important to work for a company that volunteers their time to the community and different services. Not only do you get to go to work, but you get to help out people.
Their core values really mirror institutions like the Boys and Girls Club do and provide for the community. And they do it with an open heart. And they do what they do with very little recognition.
Into construction, remodeling, or thinking about building an ADU? You're going to love Our Family, Your Home Second Story. You'll see many of the Murray Lampert design, build, remodel team in action, from design, build, and financing tips to project management. This 4th-generation, family-owned and operated San Diego company has been serving the community for almost 50 years. When you see some of their awesome ADUs, you'll know why. Right here on Your View, Tuesdays and Thursdays at 8:30 p.m.
On Locally 101, we highlight the best that California has to offer. Join us for the adventure. Meet interesting people. Discover new places to visit and things to do. All on Locally 101. Brought to you by Cable Pipe and Leak. Since 1976, the company Contractors Trust for underground leak detection and utility locating. Visit cpldetection.com.
Halftime in Oceanside, the El Camino Wildcats tonight hosting Carlsbad. It's the number 7 team in the section, the Carlsbad Lancers, with a 21-7 lead on number 11 El Camino. These two teams 7 and 8 in the section rankings. And it's a good one here at the break with Carlsbad up by 2 scores, they will receive first as we continue halftime coverage into the second period. Game Time on Your View is brought to you by Palomar Health.
Fall has arrived, and with it, a chilling invitation to a spooktacular celebration. Fall Fright Fest on Your View. From classic horrors to modern-day frights, we've got something to scare the living daylights out of you. Prepare yourselves for a frightfully good time with a curated collection of films that'll leave you haunted long after the credits roll. Enjoy a spine-tingling October with Fall Fright Fest on Your View.
I have the distinct honor and privilege of saying that you are one of our 5 county teachers of the year. So congratulations.
I am so honored to work side by side with Mrs. Levine. I am just so happy for you because you deserve this.
Well
Thank you.
I am shaking. This is the coolest, one of the coolest moments. I mean, earning the runner-up district teacher of the year and then being in this moment. I do it because these are the beautiful miracles in my life. I love you all. I love what I do, and I'll just keep doing it with a smile and the heart. So thank you.
Yeah.
Our next guest is a trial attorney in Oakland, California. Let's welcome Landon Vivian from the Barnes firm.
Most interesting aspects of this for me, and part of why I love this work, is when people first come to me, there's almost this like guilt about, oh, this happened. I don't want people to think I'm trying to pull a fast one or do anything. And I have to break through that and go, look, this was not your fault that you got hurt. Yes, it may have been an accident or not intentional, but there are things that happened that led up to this occurring. And as a result, you're hurt. Your life has been changed. So to really break them free and get them to be like, look, you can pursue this with your head held high. This isn't something shameful. This is the way it should be, given the fact that you were the one that got hurt. I'm always representing somebody that was hurt. So knowing that I have them kind of, with me, and that's what I'm representing, that's a big deal to me when you really start to feel people respect what's going on.
Game Time on Your View is brought to you by Palomar Health. Champions aren't made overnight. They're created through practice, determination, and dedication. Palomar Health, champions of healthcare, champions for you. And supported by Easter Seals. Disability is not a dirty word. Say it, celebrate it, and share it. Help us define disability and share your story at disabilitypride.com. Jack Roden, Drew Ferris with you tonight in Oceanside as El Camino plays host to Carlsbad. It's the Lancers on top 21-7. And Drew, this contest started out with Carlsbad on the ground, pushing these forward with a youngster and Kai Brown. With all the injuries they have had, they were able to move the football early in this game. That provided them a lot of balance on offense.
A lot of balance on offense, and it's really a testament to their offensive line. They've been able to push the line of scrimmage in their favor, and Kai Brown taking advantage of those holes and those guys blocking up front. Really tough yardage there, and you see Eli McNeil with a couple touchdown passes, Kai Brown on the ground with the touchdown runs. They've been balanced on both sides of the ball tonight, getting the ball to a myriad of different guys. And El Camino on the other side of the ball, they're hanging in there. I mean, they fought hard tonight. Their offense has shown signs of life. They made some explosive plays. Micah Sega with some big catches. Vinny Simon, quarterback, really distributing the ball well tonight. You can see his arm on full display. But it's going to take, obviously, some more scoring for El Camino, but defensively, they have got to be more physical up front, stopping this run game for Carlsbad and just forcing them in long down and distances so they can pin their ears back and get after the quarterback.
Carlsbad leads at 21-7. Again, as we said, it was a balanced attack here. Leading the way is the sophomore Kai Brown, who would eventually get a touchdown late in this game. It was a 45-yard play, the first one from scrimmage, that kicked this game off.
Yeah, Kai Brown early and often for the Lancers, and then you do a little play action and you pull it, and Rocky Cummings find his way into the end zone. Big athletic junior tight end and defensive end. And then you see Vinny Simon here, a little play action, throws the ball deep to Micah Sega. All alone into the end zone. Big time play for the Wildcats.
So they would answer immediately with a 7-7 contest. This one was picked off. It was two interceptions of the game combined between the two sides. And El Camino was able to get the football back in this one before Simon had that ball batted away. A couple of nice plays in the secondary for Carlsbad. And as they drove deep into Lancer territory, they'd be stuffed behind the line of scrimmage as well. This allowed Brown to move the offense forward.
Big hit by Jake Williams. He's been making tackles all over the field tonight. And Alex Park making a play there on a wide receiver screen. In the very next play, saw Eli McNeil find Alex Park in the back of the end zone all alone for the touchdown, for his second touchdown pass of the night. Micah Sega takes it the distance here. Huge gain for El Camino on that quick wide receiver screen thrown beautifully by Vinny Simon. And then the interception here, just fake wide receiver screen to the left and underneath to Trent Kellis. I have the correction here. The sophomore linebacker for Carlsbad making a huge play leading to this Kai Brown touchdown here for the Lancers.
Just a sophomore, Kellis, 6'4", 205. And then the touchdown run for Kai Brown, another sophomore. Carlsbad's had to call in the reinforcements with all the injuries for this final game of the regular season. This one would call back after a great return from the freshman Coleman. And it would end the half with Carlsbad in front, 21-7. So the Lancers, who are the number 7 team in the section, that's both in the rankings and in the polls, they are going to be one of the top seeds in Division I. And this is a team that's had all kinds of great success in the Open Division the last few years. They're battling for a top spot in D1 this year.
Yeah, they have a great program. And like I mentioned earlier, if your down year is a winning record and making the playoffs in Division I, I mean, you're doing something right. You know, and I know they have high expectations over there in Carlsbad. Great coaching staff. They do great development. They do a lot of tough training in the offseason. And they're going to be back next year in that competing for that Open Division. But really tough team here. Carlsbad, great program. A lot of playmakers and a lot of young guys we've seen tonight, sophomores, stepping up here on varsity for the Lancers.
Yeah, the likes of Brown and Kellis and these guys who are really making big plays. And sophomores, it's really a big-time family, a huge program for Carlsbad. Thad McNeil, who graduated here in '89, his 14th year back as the head coach. His wife and 3 kids all go there. His son is now the quarterback, and Eli McNeil. Think about the legacy of the coaching staff, from Sweet Kretschmar to Bob McAllister, now to Thad McNeil, and what they're doing at Carlsbad. The continuity, the legacy of the program.
Yeah, the legacy is really there, and everyone's on the same page over there. You know, I mean, they have a really integrated Pop Warner system. I mean, when I was a kid playing Pop Warner, I played against Carlsbad Pop Warner, and you know, it was San Dieguito Pop Warner before it became LCCPW. But, you know, Carlsbad, they've instilled not only the plays, right? You got to teach the playbook, but the fundamentals and the discipline and the toughness and, you know, the standard over there for training in the off season and the dedication that it takes. So by the time these kids get to the freshman, sophomore rank, they've really been in the thick of the program, and the expectations are set, and then the varsity team is just on another level by the time they get to the junior, senior level, and even sophomore level for this team. So really, really great to see the organization there for Carlsbad.
Last 5 years, see them go 46-6. And if you take out the COVID year, the last 5 years they've either been in the championship or the semis in the Open Division for Carlsbad. This year, the number 7 team in the section. And by the way, El Camino is the number 8 team in the section in the ratings. So this is a great matchup here in the North County to end the season.
Yeah, it really is. And El Camino, they have tons of talent. And like I mentioned before, I was able to watch them earlier in the year against Oceanside on the road in that game. You know, a big-time rivalry. And they were able to really come together and get a big-time win and force Oceanside into a lot of turnovers. Defensively, they played a really great game, and Wasserman, the quarterback at the time over there, he made his debut. And I think Vinny Simon might have been injured at the time, and Gavin Wasserman, young junior QB, got the opportunity to transfer from San Marcos. But, you know, El Camino, they have a lot of great playmakers. They're just maybe slightly undersized against Carlsbad on the offensive line, but they have a lot of heart. They've been making plays, and we saw in the highlights there, Jake Williams, linebacker for El Camino, the senior, over 120 tackles this year. bringing the boom from sideline to sideline. They're going to need to get a hat on that guy if you're Carlsbad in the second half.
Michael Hobbs and the Wildcats, two-time section champions here in 2017 and 19. 10 section titles overall, including the age of the legendary Herb Meyer for the Wildcats. We're ready for the second half. El Camino winning the toss before the game and deferring, so they will receive first, down by 2 scores, as the Lancers punched it in late, breaking a touchdown tie at 7-all with 2 scores. Here is the freshman Coleman on the return again. This time he's tripped up at the 22-yard line. So a nice job by the Lancers with Cummings and company getting in on the tackle.
Coleman shaking up on the play. Looks like he's still down. And it's great coverage there. Good to see him pop back up. But this is great kickoff coverage by Carlsbad. For those of you who don't know, I have a special teams background, so I love to see good special teams tackles down the field. And you know, those are 5 Lancers. They're getting around the ball, and you'd love to see that if you're the special teams coach for Carlsbad.
So Coleman comes off here. He had that great return that was called back. You saw it in the highlights. Even though there was a penalty, and going out to midfield. And so now Simon will bring the offense back out for the Wildcats. We are just underway in the third quarter tonight here in Oceanside. It's Bell who's in the backfield, along with Fatiti, both there with Simon. Bejarano in motion. Now Simon, after he had the handoff, keeps it himself and takes it to the 26-yard line, a gain of 5 on first down.
That looked a little bit like a broken play there, Jack. I mean, I don't know if they're quite on the same page. That happened in the first half as well. And both the running backs, they bailed before he could even attempt to get a handoff. So I think there was some confusion on that, but way to make something out of nothing there. But for Simon, but they have got to win early on these plays.
On 2nd and 5, Bell with the carry, but it's going to be no gain on the play. Taken down, no gain, 3rd and 5 upcoming.
Bell looks a little shaken up on the play, and he's battled some injuries this year. Really tough kid, and I know he wants to be in there, so I don't think he's going to take himself out of this ball game. But it's a great job defensively. You know, if you notice Carlsbad, when they rush up the field, they don't get deeper than the football, right? You don't run past the ball defensively. That's just great coaching. And you saw Ashton Cranford there, who had a sack earlier in the first half. It's great technique for Carlsbad.
So 3rd down and long. Fatiti is the one going in motion. Simon to throw. It's going to be intercepted. Right to the other side, and Tad Mitchell picks it off.
Tad Mitchell, another one of those young players for Carlsbad, just a sophomore. And I think there was a bit of miscommunication there. Bajarano's intended receiver, and I think he just ran a different route. So, great job by Carlsbad taking advantage there, and Tad Mitchell getting the pick.
So Carlsbad with great field position off the interception at the 30-yard line. We'll bring Eli McNeil back onto the field with the offense. They'll work under center. The sophomore Kai Brown is the tailback. Hand off to Brown around the outside, getting great blocking and down inside the 25-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5.
Yeah, it's a great job by this offensive line. You have Timmy Livingston pulling out from the left side, and also right tackle for Carlsbad, number 77, Kai Jacobowitz, getting on the second level there, making a block. Duke commit. Jake Williams there just making it difficult for him, and has a nose for the football. So great job by both sides of the ball on that play.
2nd down and 5 upcoming. Carlsbad, after the interception, driving. Brown in the backfield. Hoyle's the up man. Play action. McNeil rolling away, being chased, and throws just out of bounds. Incomplete. We'll bring up 3rd down now for the Lancers.
Yeah, McNeil just looking downfield, nobody open. Is just a great job by El Camino not getting fooled on the play action, and they didn't have many options down the field, so first read wasn't there, and just threw it out of bounds, lived to fight another day.
3rd down and 5 from the 25-yard line for the Lancers. This is after their second interception of the contest. Kellis and Mitchell, each with INTs for the Lancers. Three in the diamond to the right side of the formation as McNeil comes under center. They give everything on the end around. This is Hawk with the carry, and Hawk taken down at the 21. He's not going to get to the first down. It's going to be 4th and 1 for the Lancers on the end around for Connor Hawk.
Jake Williams playing sideline to sideline again for El Camino, sniffing that out, and they love to use misdirection here, faking it up to Kai Brown and Connor Hawk to the end around. And yeah, Jake Williams just sideline to sideline, putting on a clinic here for El Camino. Great job there making the tackle.
And Williams has had an incredible season for the Wildcats. Came in averaging 14 tackles a game. And now a timeout called by the Lancers here on 4th down and 1 with the ball at the 21-yard line for Carlsbad. 8:54 left to go here in the third quarter. 21-7 Lancers. Game Time on Your View is brought to you by Palomar Health.
On Locally 101, we highlight the best that California has to offer. Join us for the adventure. Meet interesting people. Discover new places to visit and things to do. All on Locally 101. Brought to you by MyBox. We make moving and storage easy.
If you're having trouble breathing, if you're having a lot of sinus infections, if your nose is dripping like a faucet, I can help you breathe easy. I'm Dr. Shaw, Palomar Health Ear, Nose, and Throat Surgeon. In less than an hour, we'll unplug that nose that's been so congested without an invasive surgery. It's painless, and by the next day, you're going to be breathing much easier. Contact us. I'll help you breathe easy.
Out of the timeout called by Carlsbad. Lancers with the lead. Jake Williams for El Camino, the leading tackler on the season, came into tonight with 122 stops. Already called his name several times. And that was through 9 games. Coming with 122 tackles. He made the stop here on 3rd down to force a 4th and a long 1 yard for Carlsbad. They just have Hawk split out wide. Brown play action. McNeil throws it, pass complete. Carlsbad with the first down conversion to the 5-yard line, and the play to Trent Kellis gets it down to the 5.
Great play action there to Trent Kellis, just the sophomore who made the interception earlier in the first half, but love that play call. Play action. McNeil sets his feet, finds a wide open Trent Kellis, makes a move up the field and falling forward inside the 5-yard line. It's a great job by Kellis.
So now it's 1st and goal for Carlsbad. They pulled everybody in close and went play action on 4th and 1. Hawk is the top of the screen, way out. Right here is Brown. And Brown fighting down to the 1-yard line. It'll be 2nd and goal from the 1.
Tough yards there by Kai Brown, and he's had a really nice night tonight on the ground and knocking on the doorstep there. Looks like Carlsbad's going to go tempo here and get up back on the line of scrimmage.
McNeil quickly coming up. Hawk is the only one split out wide. Brown is the tailback. He gets the carry. Brown fighting forward. Brown is in. Touchdown. The Lancers for the 4th time tonight find the end zone. This time off the interception. It's 27-7 with the extra point coming.
Great job by Carlsbad finishing off this drive. And just a few plays ago, they went for it on 4th and short. I think that was just a great decision by the coaching staff, knowing that El Camino is really going to bite on the run. They've been running the ball well all night. When you can run the ball, it really opens up the rest of this offense. And just a great job taking advantage of that turnover by Vinny Simon and punching it in for 6.
So the extra point on the way. This to make it a 3 full touchdown contest. The extra point is up and good. 21 points is the lead for Carlsbad. Mistakes, obviously an interception here, but the Lancers do execute.
Yeah, Lancers take advantage here. And again, it's big boys up front making it happen, and really strong athletic guys up front. And again, that's just that weight room strength off season. It's really paying off here in November. And just Kai Brown taking it in the end zone. And just a sophomore running back, right? You have Jake Morrison out this game with injury, and when you can just dig into your depth chart, find a sophomore running back, pull him up to varsity, and get that similar or same production, it's a nice luxury to have as a program.
Brown with his second touchdown. He has also carried the load on the ground. So a 3-touchdown lead for Carlsbad. And they'll kick off as they did to start this third quarter. 7:46 to play in the third, with a 28-7 lead now on the second touchdown run for Kai Brown. From the 6, Coleman, the freshman, another great return out to the 34-yard line.
Yeah, Coleman, bright future here for the Wildcats. Really explosive, athletic playmaker. They tried to get him the ball earlier in the first half. You can see here, you can see how quick he is just shooting up the gap there. And Carlsbad closing in. When that gap opens up, it's not open for long. Carlsbad really making a statement on special teams tonight.
So they spot the football at the 34-yard line. Simon will come into the contest with Bell in the backfield. And they stack up the wide receivers, 2 to each side. Hand off to Bell up the middle. And Bell on second effort will make it to the 37-yard line, a gain of 3.
They're going to have to put the ball in the air, down 3 scores. I mean, I understand they have a strong running game, but they're going to run out of time here if they keep running the ball here up the middle.
Bell and Faatiti have done such a great job this season. But the game right now, in terms of the score and the time remaining, they change things up. Bejarano goes in motion, and now a timeout for Carlsbad just before the snap of the football. So that's the second timeout for Carlsbad here in the second half.
I believe they were just caught out of position there. Rather than give up a big play or possible touchdown, they just burn one of their timeouts and regroup here. But if you're El Camino, I mean, you're down 3 scores at home. It's senior night. Lots of proof here that they've had a great season thus far. They've really battled throughout this fall. I know they want to make a statement, get back in this ballgame. I mean, 3rd quarter, 7 minutes left. I mean, anything's possible, right, Jack?
Oh, yeah. I mean, look, plenty of football left here, but the question would be how much can they throw the ball? They've already seen a 59-yard touchdown pass in this game, but how much can they throw to quickly get back into it? Or will they have to rely upon the ground game, which takes so much time off the clock? That was the second timeout for Carlsbad. Same play, Bejarano in motion, and he's hit once in the backfield, breaks a second tackle, and he's finally brought down. No gain in the play. It's Kellis who's in there again on the stop.
Yeah, Kellis playing both sides of the ball, defensive end and tight end. He's another one of those sophomore players. Really bright future for the Lancers. They've got a great sophomore class of 2027 for the Lancers. And Bejarano just on the edge and making one guy miss, but right back into the teeth of the defense, and Kellis and company are there for the tackle.
Nice look. Caleb Fuller was in there initially, then Cranford, who had that sack early in the contest. This one will be against El Camino on 3rd down. Instead of being 3rd and 6, it's going to be 3rd down and 11 for the Wildcats.
Again, penalties and not winning on 1st and 2nd down is really crucial for this offense. I mean, they can throw down the field, but it really is opened up from the run game, and that's why they run the ball early. But when it's not there, it really shrinks up this offense.
So 3rd and 11. Simon gets pressure, down he goes. Hit in the backfield and dropped. And again, for the second time tonight, it's Cranford who gets the sack.
Yeah, Cranford getting in the backfield there, and little bit of a covered sack, a little bit of a pressure sack, but Cranford, really bright future, another one of those young players. And you can see he just beats the inside guard there, makes a move, and closes quickly. It's a great job by Cranford. Really athletic defensive lineman for the Lancers.
And with 2 sacks tonight, gives him 10 on the season for his junior campaign. 10 sacks. Fair catch called for and made at the 46-yard line. So the Lancers will take back over 28-7, 5:35 remaining here in the third quarter, but a stop on defense.
Big stop on defense, and El Camino's defense has to get back on the field. They're probably a little tired here tonight, but you got to get something going here, whether it's a turnover, whether it's big play, big sack. Got to get the ball back into the offense of the Wildcats to give them a chance to get back in this game.
1st and 10 from the 46-yard line, 5:35 to go. Brown will be the tailback. He's got 2 touchdowns in this one for the sophomore. McNeil's also thrown 2 TDs in this game. One to Cummings, one to Park. For the Lancers, handoff to Brown. And he will push the pile forward across midfield to the 49-yard line of the Wildcats, staying on his feet.
Kai Brown with some tough yardage there. And even when, it's just a scrum and doesn't look like much, it's still a 5-yard gain, and that's just, I've been talking about the Carlsbad offensive line all night, but you have some big boys up there. You can see Kai Jacobowitz, Duke commit, pushing the pile forward, number 77. Some big boys up there for Carlsbad, making it happen.
So 2nd down, and just across midfield to make it 2nd and 5. 28-7. Matches out in front and driving again into Wildcat territory with 4:41 remaining in the third. Hand off to Brown on the delay. First down and plenty more. To the 41-yard line. It's a gain of 9 for the Lancers.
Jake Williams there on the tackle again. It might be his 10th tackle here tonight. But they love this play here. It's another little fake end around, and Jacobowitz out in front making El Camino defenders on their heels. But Jake Williams is sneaking underneath and making the tackle, man. I hope some college scouts and recruiters are watching him this season and here tonight, because this guy has a nose for the football.
From the 41-yard line, 1st down and 10. And now Carlsbad calls their last time out of the second half with 3:49 to go from the 41-yard line on 1st down and 10. So it'll be their 3rd timeout for the Lancers at 28-7. Lancers a chance to put this game away, really, if they score a touchdown here.
It'll definitely be out of reach, or what will seem to be out of reach if they can put some points here. But Carlsbad, again, just doing a great job controlling the line of scrimmage tonight, getting tough yards on the ground. And I mentioned it before the game. They touchdown-wise, they've had 4 rushing touchdowns and 21 passing touchdowns, unless Max Preps is wrong, Jack. Right? Those are the stats that I'm getting. So I've seen them. And watching their film against some of these other teams, they love to put it in the air. But tonight it's been all about the ground game and being physical up front for the Lancers.
So here we go, out of the timeout, the final one of the half for Carlsbad. Empty backfield, quick toss, far side pass complete. It's to Hawk, who makes the first man miss and dives forward down to the 36-yard line. That's a 1st down catch for Hawk, who's been involved in the special teams tonight and now gets into the offensive game.
And that's the offense that I'm used to seeing for Carlsbad, is you get that empty look, you get 5 receivers split out, short wide receiver screen there, great ball thrown in front of the receiver there, Connor Hawk, and he had a great game against La Costa Canyon, crossing routes, screen game, down the field. That's the type of offense that Carlsbad loves to run. It's good to see them get out in the pass game tonight.
So second down, 6 to go from the 37. Hand off, and there's a stop made in the backfield, so just a 1-yard gain. They bring up third down and long as Kai Brown is stopped there.
Yeah, that was a nice tackle for El Camino, number 64, Aaron Garcia, cleaning up Kai Brown there. And it's third and manageable here, and not many third down opportunities for Carlsbad. I mean, they've been able to get ahead of the chains and move the ball effectively tonight, so it'll be interesting to see what they dial up here.
Third down. They called it no gain. 6 to go again with Brown in the backfield. There's McNeil working shotgun to throw. McNeil steps up, fires to Brown, and makes the catch. He's got the first down. A last-second decision, and Brown along the sideline, the first down and more. Out of bounds at the 22-yard line.
I think that's his first reception of the evening, and it was a great job by Kai Brown, just floating out into the flat on that little bit of a bubble route, and then gets the ball to him just in time for him to make plays up the field and make defenders miss. And you can see how shifty he is in open space. Great job by McNeil and Kai Brown on the play.
So a heads-up decision. Lance is looking to punch it in, up 28-7 here. 2 minutes left to play in the third quarter. Brown again with the carry. And this time he's taken down for a 1-yard gain. 2nd and 9 upcoming. We'll take time off the clock as Brown has really put together a nice effort tonight.
Jake Williams on the tackle again. And Kai Brown, he's really tough to bring down. It usually takes, a couple defenders to bring him down. And Jake Williams, he brought him down all by himself there, John. So, I mean, listen, I know I've been talking a lot about Jake Williams, but he's a really good football player, man, and I hope these scouts are taking notice, man, because he's a hard-nosed player, sideline player.
Absolutely, yeah, you're exactly right. The ground he covers, incredible, averaging 13 tackles a game. He's probably got that number already tonight. Play action, McNeil. Rolling away, flag is coming on a hold. Out of bounds goes McNeil, but this one's coming back. It'll be a hold on the play.
Yeah, this one's coming back with a hold there, and you can see Eli McNeil's wheels there. McNeil's wheels.
Yeah, McNeil's wheels.
But he looks downfield, and it's just a great job. Yeah, you can see the hold there on Carlsbad, number 50. Joey Roney with the hold. But, as a quarterback, sometimes you get measured on how good you are. But honestly, in football, you got to measure your floor, right? It's like your bad can't be that bad, because that's what you have to live with as a team and as a coaching staff is you're bad, right? So just not making a bad throw, making a good decision, tucking the ball and running, not turning it over, those are things that not necessarily show up on the stat sheet, John, but coaches recognize that on film, right? Not forcing a throw that's not there. It's a great job by McNeil.
So on the penalty, it's going to be 2nd down and 20. All the way back at the 32-yard line with 1:20 to go in the third. A holding call has pushed Carlsbad back, but it is 2nd down.
Twin wide receiver set here for Carlsbad.
Brown in the backfield and waiting. And they swing it out to him. This is the designed play like they had manufactured before. Only a 1-yard carry, though, on the pass to the 31-yard line. It'll be 3rd and 19 as the clock goes under a minute to play in the third.
Yeah, just trying to get something there. And again, that little bit of a bubble route there. And second reception for him tonight. And 3rd and long here. Going to reach deep in the playbook here.
Anthony Sega on the stop. Man, 3rd and 19. We'll have to see. Also depends on what Carlsbad's thinking in the kicking game wise, too. How much they need or want to get from the 31-yard line. McNeil steps up against pressure, rolls away, throws, and it goes, that's just thrown away.
They double-teamed Connor Hawk there deep down the field, you might have noticed, and they like getting him the ball down the field there. And good defense there, not giving up the big play and not forcing a bad throw as well. Great protection up front and understanding the down and distance, right, Jack? I mean, it's like when you know it's third and a country mile, right? No penalties. You don't give anything up deep. Force the field goal.
So it'll be a 48-yard field goal attempt here with 30 seconds left in the quarter. Tyler Pashun with the attempt. For a 48-yard field goal. Kick is on the way, but it's going to be short and no good. A nice trajectory on it. On line, but short and no good with 24 seconds left in the quarter.
And I think you know, Jack, I'm a former long snapper myself, and the snap was fine. It's just the laces were back. If you noticed, I believe I noticed that from back here, and it's not all in the long snapper, but when backwards, end result backwards laces, it's really tough to kick a ball from that distance with hitting laces there. But anyways, El Camino's ball,
not bad.
24.5 seconds here left in the third.
See, and El Camino survives all of that. I mean, Carlsbad was driving to that holding call. They're driving, and they punched it in there. This game's probably over. Now, El Camino a chance to do what they do, run the football, try and set up the pass, stay in this game.
It's true. Leo Bell with the carry there, and, Leo Bell, he's a senior here. He's playing in possibly his last home game of his career. So I know they're down 3 scores and they want to win, but I'm trying to honor these seniors, get them the football here in this ball game.
That'll end the third quarter. El Camino will have it 2nd and 3 when we come back from their own 27-yard line. Not done just yet. 28-7, Carlsbad in front. Game Time on Your View brought to you by Palomar Health.
Okay, there was once a little girl who was fearless. She protected the whole village, and she never backed down. She was my champion. And when she grew up, she joined a group of other heroes to protect the world. The world-class medical team at Palomar Health. Because they are the champions of healthcare. Mommy! And champions for you.
Disability is not a dirty word.
It takes a lot to be able to get to the pride part of disability because we live in an ableist society.
There are millions of people like me. They are overlooked and underestimated.
I have a mind, I have a heart, I have a passion.
It's who I am, whether I'm sitting or standing.
If I didn't have the disability, I wouldn't be the person that I am today.
Say disability.
With pride.
On Locally 101, we highlight the best that California has to offer. Join us for the adventure. Meet interesting people. Discover new places to visit and things to do. All on Locally 101. Brought to you by MyBox. We make moving and storage easy.
Start of the fourth quarter, 12 minutes to play here in Oceanside. The hometown Wildcats of El Camino, the number 8 team in the ratings in the San Diego section. Tonight playing host to number 7 Carlsbad. The Lancers on top, 28-7. Hand off TT with the first down carry. Just gets it across the 30-yard line. That will move the chains for the Wildcats. And it's a first down.
First down, Wildcats here getting some momentum early in this fourth quarter. Power run game. Kingston just pushing forward here, getting some really tough yardage. Carlsbad getting some of these young bucks in the game here. Get them some valuable experience. And what seems to be a playoff game for both these teams as it affects the playoffs here moving forward.
That's right. I mean, really impacts the seeding in Division 1. Hand off to Bell on the delay. Bell out toward the 39-yard line. And it's a good run on first down for El Camino, but the clock will continue to move toward 11 minutes left to play in a 3-score contest.
Manoli Cho here on the tackle, and Leo Bell, great patience there. Little stutter step and works the sideline, falling forward, right? You see him falling forward, getting yardage. Great job by Bell.
So 2nd down and 2, they call it. An 8-yard gain. Shy of the 40-yard line. Clock continuing to move. Wildcats have all 3 timeouts. Carlsbad does not have any. They drop the snap, and down goes Simon. So it's a loss back to the 34-yard line, a loss of 5 on 2nd down.
That's really tough because I think they had a look they really liked there. They were 4 wide receivers set, and that snap was just far to the left and low, and really disappointing if you're the Wildcats. But Wildcats is not huddling up here. They're getting the play from the sideline, trying to get as many plays in as they can here in this 4th quarter for these seniors.
3rd down and 6. And now a penalty.
It's going to be on El Camino.
Wow, and after the snap.
19, Jordan Lilo, sophomore wide receiver, was lined up off sides.
3rd, and it's going to be 11 now. Almost 12 yards for El Camino.
Big sophomore wide receiver, and when guys don't get in the game very often, Jack, I mean, you know, they don't get practice running the plays so much during the week of practice, so they line up off sides.
And you get guys who just kind of it's that step for the wide receivers. You're checking on the sideline, looking at the football.
Yeah, where am I going? Where do I need to be? And exactly.
So now 3rd down and 12. Simon, deep throw over the middle, and it's incomplete. Broken up on the play. Carlsbad all over it. Ben Livingston, Liam Wilcox in on the stop. Nice play to break that one up.
Yeah, Vinny Simon, he just threw that ball really late. It's only a 3-man rush, and that ball needs to be out sooner because Liam Wilcox had a big jump on that football. And then forcing that 4th down.
Cho in there as well. Wilcox gets the breakup from the safety spot. And now on 4th down, El Camino will have to punt, down by 3 touchdowns. With 9:29 remaining in the game. Kick is away. Fair catch called for by Hawk and made the 42-yard line. So another decent field for Carlsbad to work with. The Lancers already have 4 TDs tonight.
And on that last 3rd down play, I mean, Vinny Simon dropping back, and there's only 3 guys rushing. So if you're doing the math here, you're supposed to have 8 guys back between linebackers, safeties, and corners, and nothing really should be that wide open, and only the underneath stuff. And Lilo was open, but it was just late. The ball's got to be out sooner. Trusting your gut, trusting your instinct on that. But Carlsbad back with the ball now.
A pair of rushing touchdowns for the sophomore, Kai Brown. A couple of touchdowns through the air from Eli McNeil. Here is Brown. Good, patient run to the 45-yard line, waiting all the way to the end of the formation after the 45 for a gain of 3.
Nice little gain there by Kai Brown off to the left, and Carlsbad might be floating in some guys there on offense that don't get into often, but again, tough sledding here and just always falling forward, taking a couple guys to bring him down. Just really impressed with the sophomore running back Kai Brown here tonight.
Is taking time away as well with a 3-score lead. Connor Hawks still out to the bottom of the formation to the right side for McNeil. On play action, looking to throw deep, getting rid of the football downfield. It's tipped away and incomplete. It's a nice job on the play by Koa Owen to reverse the roles and bat that one down against 2 defenders.
Yeah, Koa Owen playing defense on that one, and you really saw the arm strength of Eli McNeil on that, and throwing downfield, trying to make a play and get these guys involved in the ball game, but Koa Owen just tapping the ball away. That El Camino defender, Jack, probably thought he had a can of corn back there in center field, and Coleman there ready to catch the ball and just tipped Coleman with his hands on his helmet, like, what happened there, Jack? You know?
That's too bad for Coleman. Coleman had a great return, called back at a penalty on special teams, and has an interception batted away by the receiver. Here is 3rd down and 7. They set up the screen to the far side. Brown is hit immediately and dropped to the far side for El Camino. Malachi Misa and Leonis Bell in on the stop.
Malachi Misa making the play here, and Kai Brown with his 3rd reception of the night. And Malachi Misa, great job just wrapping up, bringing his momentum and forcing the 4th down.
So Misa gets the stop. 4th down, they force the punt. With 7:58 and counting left in the game. So the Wildcats punting away, down by 3, ends up working their defense holds. Not sure how many more times they can do that as the punt is away here from Carlsbad.
Nice hang time on that one.
And it will go out of bounds at the 27-yard line.
Great job by El Camino just forcing a 3rd and out there.
Yep, needed.
Very much needed. Get the ball back here. And the game may be out of reach here, probability-wise, looking at that. But at this point in the ball game, it's about these seniors, about these guys getting their last opportunity here at home and putting on for their friends and family here. And El Camino, just another great program. We've talked a lot about Carlsbad being a great program, but El Camino has really built something special here.
They make a change at quarterback. And it's Blake Sega. They do drop the football on the exchange, but TT picks it up, and they get it across the 30-yard line. This is Blake Sega now, the junior who has 56% of his passes on the year, 4 touchdowns, no picks for El Camino, but the junior comes in to spell Vinny Simon, the senior, at QB.
Sega boys making plays here for El Camino. Looks like they also took out one of their big linemen here. Number 77 exits the game, Lotu Simolia.
And now Simon is back in. They used 3 different quarterbacks this year for the Wildcats. They faked the end around, and Bell will keep it. Bell immediately stopped and gets positive yardage out to the 32-yard line. A nice play to get it on the initial tackle from Cho.
Yeah, Bell, it's just tough physical sledding there. Fake end around, try to freeze those linebackers up a little bit. And again, he's another guy. It takes a couple guys to bring him down. I mean, he's really physical with the ball in his hands. Leo Bell.
Under 6.5 to play. Bell with the carry. And he remains in the backfield. TT is in front of Simon. Hand off to Bell up the middle with room to run. Bell across midfield and down to the 41 of the Lancers with a burst of 27 yards.
Leo Bell, that we've been waiting to see that all night, trying to get him to break free, get him in open space where he's most dangerous.
They quickly rush to the line. Simon gives it to Bell one more time. Finding the corner. Bell out of bounds to the 35. It's a gain of 5 for Bell on back-to-back plays.
He gets tackled there and slightly shaken up, and he's running back on the field there. And Leo Bell, you see that explosiveness through the line there, getting big yardage, and then they give him the ball right back again here, bouncing it outside. And, Jack, he kind of reminds me of Derrick Henry a little bit, just in terms of his vision and his patience and the way he bounces it outside and how fast he is in his breakaway speed.
And the combination of size and speed. Simon on play action throws too far. TT who makes the catch inside the 30 and down to the 28. That's going to be a first down catch for El Camino.
That throw right there is so underappreciated by so many people. But as a football junkie like myself, you see him play action, rolling out to his right. He just over the linebacker there, getting the ball out in space to Kingston TT. That is a great throw that very few quarterbacks can make at the high school level. Great touch, great accuracy for his running back out in space.
We've already seen Vinny Simon go deep in this game of 59 yards. That's a nice little play. This one goes to Bell, makes the catch at the 30 and cuts upfield. Bell down to the 21-yard line. It's going to be close to a first down. They actually mark him out of the 22. So it'll be 3rd down and 4 on the way.
Bell a little slow to get up there, and almost didn't think he was going to throw it out there, but Bell out in flat. Great blocking up front. It's going to be 2nd and manageable here. And this is the offense for El Camino. They need to get out in space, get out in front, get ahead of the chains. You know, when you get them in 3rd and long, that's where they really struggle.
Bell was shaken up on the couple of plays before that, went back into the contest, and here out again. This pass is complete to Bejarano, who stays on his feet, and then it's dropped at just a 1-yard gain. Nice job by Carlsbad to get in on the stop for the Lancers. Chandler Schaefer with the stop.
Yeah, Bejarano out in the flat, and great saving tackle there by Jack Siegel. And Bejarano's kind of a little guy. When you get one hand on him, it might go down quick, but Bejarano, a really tough player, and we haven't called his name a ton tonight, but he's a really explosive player for the Wildcats.
Bell is still out of this contest injured. So if Titi is in the backfield, they've gone to this formation led by Sega now for the Wildcats with 3 in the backfield, full house behind him. Handoff Titi up the middle and still going. They're going to mark him shy. Not going to get there at the 19-yard line. And so it's going to be 4th down for the Wildcats.
Their jumbo package, as I like to say. Donovan Daniel, Jake Williams, Kingston Fatiti.
Here they go again. Same formation. 4th down and 1. This time Sega will keep it himself and move the pile forward for the 1st down and still going all the way to the 12-yard line. So a big-time push from El Camino out of that formation. With 3 minutes left to go, they move the chains.
A lot of man up there in front on both sides of the ball there, and great push by these linemen. Number 77, Lotu Seomalo. Up front, pushing the way here, and it ain't easy being a lineman. Jack, you don't get your name called too often.
That's right. Here is Simon. Pumps once, goes deep for the end zone, and incomplete. Nearly a one-handed grab by the freshman, Caden Coleman. Incomplete. What a great effort.
They did a little pump fake out to the flat to Bejarano at that wide receiver screen. Didn't love the look, right? Wasn't quite there on that little bubble route. And then so they went deep here to Caden Coleman and almost had a Garrett Wilson type of Thursday night performance there for the Wildcats. Just couldn't quite hang on to it.
What a play that would have been. Still a great effort. 2nd down and 10 with the ball at the 12-yard line. Simon on the end around to Bejarano. They drop the football. It's picked up by Carlsbad, and the Lancers have it. Carlsbad picks it up with a fumble. It's Cranford who picks it up with a turnover.
Ashawn Cranford, right place, right time, Jack, for the Lancers. They try to do a double reverse and get cute with it, but ball security, such a crucial aspect of this game. And Ashawn Cranford, what a great night tonight he's had. A couple sacks tonight, a couple big-time tackles. Makes the fumble recovery there, and just that exchange between Bell and Bejarano just couldn't quite connect, and he's pulling up his pants as he's running. Is Ashawn Cranford, and really bright future as he's only a junior here for the Lancers.
Got 10 sacks on the season, now a big fumble recovery late in this game. 2:36 to go. The Lancers putting this one away. Here is Brown on the carry outside with room. Brown finally brought down by Jake Williams deep in the secondary and out past midfield.
Jake Williams on the tackle. Not surprising there, but you know, when this team gets tired late in the 4th quarter, and this is why you condition in the offseason, right? This is why you run those gassers, those half gassers, those 110s, whatever you want to call them. Again, Kai Brown late in the 4th quarter here, and the only, I want to say, critique I would have is you put that ball there in the left hand, you know, away from the defenders, but something coaches can coach them on. I'm not a coach, right?
Right. When you have a 100-yard night and 2 touchdowns, you got to find something to work on and film.
That's right. I'm a freshman coach, actually, for Del Norte, but outside of that,
right.
Well, coaching long snappers, I don't coach many other positions.
Here we go on the handoff again. It's Brown across midfield to the 48-yard line. 3-yard gain. Clock still moving. 2:22 left to go in this final game of the regular season before we head for these two teams to the D1 playoffs. Carlsbad improving their seeding with this one tonight.
Yeah, and about that, Jake Williams there with the tackle again.
Of course.
But on that note of playoffs, these teams could very well see each other again, right,
sure.
Jack? This might not be the last time they play each other here this season, and a lot of familiarity here for both these clubs. So we'll see where this playoffs takes these Avocado League teams.
Minute 48 left to go. Kai Brown, sophomore, has had a great night running the football, pushing his way forward to the 45-yard line. 3rd down and 4 on the way for Carlsbad. Just 90 seconds left tonight.
Just 90 seconds left. They might call maybe one more play here and call this a night. They don't want to get anyone hurt here, but just really tough sledding. But, again, both of these ball clubs, a lot of heart, a lot of fight. The score of this game, I don't necessarily think it reflects the type of heart and effort that we've seen. I think we've seen a lot of effort on both sides of the ball, and El Camino just couldn't find the end zone enough tonight to make this competitive.
The final play comes from Brown. It's appropriate. He's had a wonderful night. 2 touchdowns on the evening. And that play for Carlsbad should seal a 28-7 victory here tonight. What a night for the young man running the football.
Truly was a great night here for Kai Brown. And not just Kai Brown. We saw some other sophomores step up here tonight. Trent Kellis with a big interception. Big 4th down conversion, right, that we saw him play on both sides of the ball. Bright young star here for Carlsbad. And a lot of these guys for Carlsbad making plays here. Alex Park, just a junior as well. Eli McNeil, a junior. So young team for Carlsbad.
Brown pushing his way forward on the final play. He does get the 1st down, and so the final 5 seconds will tick off the clock with the Lancers winning at 28-7. Close out their year with a 7th victory here in the North County.
Carlsbad getting this Avocado League win, and great win for them as they finish off the regular season going into the playoffs on a high note. But Carlsbad, definitely a young team, bright future. We saw a touchdown reception by Rocky Cummings, just a junior, right? Ashawn Cranford, just a junior defensive lineman, right? Also maybe plays a little bit of tight end. So across the board here, we've seen some sophomores and juniors. They're going to be really tough next year in this Avocado League and really make a push here to compete with La Costa Canyon.
Yeah, they've won their 7th already this season as well. We're back to wrap things up here tonight in the North County from Oceanside. The final is Carlsbad 28, El Camino 7. Game Time on Your View is brought to you by Palomar Health.
Cox Communications and the San Diego County Office of Education salute the 2025 San Diego County Teachers of the Year. Cox presents Salute to Teachers. Be inspired by their stories and celebrate their accomplishments in a 30-minute education special. Watch Cox presents Salute to Teachers, only on Your View.
Sometimes people create their own perceptions of what I can and can't do.
There are millions of people like me. They are overlooked and underestimated.
It's my thing to feel. I don't want someone else to tell me how I should feel.
People made me have different views on it, but I learned my version of autism and I embraced that.
It takes a lot to be able to get to the pride part of disability because we live in an ableist society.
It doesn't matter the disability that you have. You have to love it and you have to love yourself.
It took me a while to understand that I'm one of a kind.
I have a mind, I have a heart, I have a passion.
I'm very proud to be myself.
Unique.
Lovable.
Awesome.
Kind.
It's who I am, sitting or standing.
Disability pride matters to me.
Say disability.
Say disability.
Say disability.
With pride.
With pride. Say disability.
With pride.
Disability is not a dirty word.
It takes a lot to be able to get to the pride part of disability because we live in an ableist society.
There are millions of people like me. They are overlooked and underestimated.
I have a mind, I have a heart, I have a passion.
It's who I am, whether I'm sitting or standing.
If I didn't have the disability, I wouldn't be the person that I am today.
Say disability.
With pride.
Beautiful coverage here tonight from our TVX crew and Your View, presented by Cox this evening. Really wonderful season-long coverage. We say thank you to them providing that here to the San Diego section. The final is 28-7 in favor of Carlsbad. Lancers now are 7-3 on the season. Let's get you our player of the game tonight, brought to you by Palomar Health. Champions aren't made overnight, they're created through practice, determination, and dedication. Palomar Health, champions of healthcare, champions for you. Kai Brown. Drew Ferris getting into the end zone twice, stepping into the starting role. The sophomore this evening is our player of the game.
Kai Brown, well-deserved here. You can see tough running here, a couple goal line touchdowns, and he did more than that. You saw him in the second half getting some catches in the backfield, out the backfield. Saw how shifty he is. Really bright future here for the Lancers.
So he's our player of the game, brought to you by Palomar Health. How about the play in this contest where after Brown had this amazing game on the offensive end, it was the defense for the Lancers who can't be overlooked in this contest here. The play that sealed the game, brought to you by Easter Seals. Disability, not a dirty word. Say it, celebrate it, and share it. Help us define disability and share your story at disabilitypride.com. The plays that sealed this game coming from Cranford.
Hey, Sean Cranford, great job here getting the sack. Just really explosive playmaker. Wrapping up, getting the big-time sack here. Double-digit sacks only as a junior, and then on this end-around reverse here, Cranford in the backfield, right place, right time there, and just great job sealing the game for the Lancers.
The play that sealed the game brought to you by Easter Seals. We're back to wrap things up here at the end of the regular season. 28-7 is the final in favor of Carlsbad. Game time on Your View brought to you by Palomar Health.
On Locally 101, we highlight the best that California has to offer. Join us for the adventure. Meet interesting people. Discover new places to visit and things to do. All on Locally 101. Brought to you by Cable Pipe and Leak. Since 1976, the company Contractors Trust for underground leak detection and utility locating. Visit cpldetection.com.
Disability is not a dirty word.
It takes a lot to be able to get to the pride part of disability because we live in an ableist society.
There are millions of people like me. They are overlooked and underestimated.
I have a mind, I have a heart, I have a passion.
It's who I am, whether I'm sitting or standing.
If I didn't have the disability, I wouldn't be the person that I am today.
Say disability.
With pride.
If you're having trouble breathing, if you're having a lot of sinus infections, if your nose is dripping like a faucet, I can help you breathe easy. I'm Dr. Shaw, Palomar Health, ear, nose, and throat surgeon. In less than an hour, we'll unplug that nose that's been so congested without an invasive surgery. It's painless. And by the next day, you're going to be breathing much easier. Contact us. I'll help you breathe easy.
Final score here tonight, 28-7. Carlsbad with the win over El Camino, and puts the Lancers pretty high up in Division I for the San Diego section. Jack Cronin, Drew Ferris wrapping things up here tonight. And for the regular season, we say thank you to everybody who's tuned in throughout the San Diego section this year. Of course, thanks to our great Your View TVX Cox team here in San Diego. Great one tonight, 28-7.
Yeah, great game. Carlsbad obviously came away with the victory. Balance on the ground game, balance in the pass game. Saw Eli McNeil make plays through the air. Saw Kai Brown on the ground with a big run game. Sophomore stepping up. We were wondering, how is that going to affect Carlsbad, right? If they're going to be able to continue that dominant performance offensively where they really score points. Only scoring 11 points last week, putting up 28 here tonight. And for El Camino on that side of the ball, a little disappointing, right? Only finding the end zone one time, but they have a lot of seniors on this team, a lot of guys who had a great season. So hats off to El Camino. Hard-fought ball game, and I don't think the score really reflected the type of effort that they gave out here tonight.
Well, Drew, now we head to the playoffs in the San Diego section. Obviously, these two teams will be taking part in Division I, right below the Open Division. We got a chance to see some of the great teams in the section all year long, some great matchups. As you take away from the 11 weeks of the season, our coverage across that as well, what stands out to you here as we head to the playoffs in the San Diego section?
Yeah, a lot of great games that we've got to cover. I mean, a few weeks ago, we covered LCC Mission Hills,
incredible.
Right? We got to see Cathedral play a few times, right? So we've seen some of these powerhouse programs and really hard-fought battles, I mean, the Avocado League is fairly deep, They got a lot of teams that really deserve to be in these playoffs and compete. So it'll be really interesting to see how the playoffs shake out. But, yeah, we've been able to cover a lot of great games of the week. We saw East Lake Mater Dei, from all the way down to Chula Vista here in North County. We saw a lot of great football. So a lot of talent across San Diego, a lot of young guys that, if you're a college coach or college recruiter, I mean, San Diego is such a hotbed of talent. So it'll be interesting to see where some of these seniors end up.
Great stuff from Drew Ferris and from Jonathan Rifkin. I'm Jack Cronin. That'll do it for everybody here and our crew this evening and on the regular season. We say thank you for watching. The final score tonight in our regular season finale is 28-7 in favor of Carlsbad over El Camino. Game Time on Your View is brought to you by Palomar Health.
Sometimes people create their own perceptions of what I can and can't do.
There are millions of people like me. They are overlooked and underestimated.
It's my thing to feel. I don't want someone else to tell me how I should feel.
People made me have different views on it, but I learned my version of autism and I embraced that.
It takes a lot to be able to get to the pride part of disability because we live in an ableist society.
It doesn't matter the disability that you have. You have to love it and you have to love yourself.
It took me a while to understand that I'm one of a kind.
I have a mind, I have a heart, I have a passion.
I'm very proud to be myself.
Unique.
Lovable.
Awesome.
Kind.
It's who I am, sitting or standing.
Disability pride matters to me.
Say disability.
Say disability.
Say disability.
With pride.
With pride. Say disability.
With pride.
Tell me the story again, Grandpa.
Okay, there was once a little girl who was fearless. She protected the whole village, and she never backed down. She was my champion. And when she grew up, she joined a group of other heroes to protect the world. The world-class medical team at Palomar Health. Because they are the champions of healthcare.
Mommy!
And champions for you.